Yo, what up, YouTube? What up, everybody? Good morning. Man, we got a topic here today, man. I'm gonna wait till everybody get in here. But yeah, y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all see the title. So after the Olympics, this is the debate now. This is what people are talking about. And we got Kendrick Perkins. He had a list that he came out with the greatest point guards. He went with his top five, and yeah, he picked Stephen Curry. We're gonna talk about that. This is gonna be one of the topics we're gonna talk about. And then we got Jeff Teague. He says if Stephen Curry wins another championship, that he's gonna put Stephen Curry and Kobe in the same conversation. So we got a lot to talk about today. This is basically a morning show that I'm gonna do every other day or every day if I can. This is basically episode 3. I don't know what to call it yet. I'm stuck between two names for this podcast. But yeah, man, we got some interesting topics today, man. So y'all bear with me. Good morning to everybody. Yo, Twan in the chat, what's up, man? But yeah, man, after the Olympics, this is what people are talking about, man. So let's get to Kendrick Perkins. So Kendrick Perkins the other day came out with a list on ESPN. He called it Big Perks List or something like that. If y'all could see it on the screen, I'm gonna put it on the screen for you guys. Let me see. All right, let me know if y'all see it in the chat. Okay, there it goes. So Big Perks, Big List, greatest point guards in NBA history. Number 5, he went with John Stockton. Number 4, he went with Russell Westbrook. Number 3, Oscar Robertson. Number 2, Magic Johnson. And number 1, Stephen Curry. And y'all got to understand, this is off of the Olympics. So I guess people are judging the Olympics with everything, but now the Magic Johnson and the Steph Curry debate, I've heard this one before. I've heard it right after, if I'm not mistaken, after he won his 4th championship. After he beat the Boston Celtics, that was the talk right after he won. And if I'm lying, you let me know in the chat if I'm lying, man. And I will drop the link a little later on. So y'all could tell me what y'all think about this. But yeah, man. So he got Stephen Curry ahead of Magic. Um, me, I was born in '92, so I didn't really see Magic play. You know what I'm saying? I did my research on Magic though. He's one of the greats for sure. But man, in my top 10, I got Magic ahead of Curry. I got Curry in my top 10 though. Like he's in the bottom. Like he's close to the bottom. He's like 10 or 9 or 10. He's like one of those. But yeah, I don't have Curry ahead of Magic. I don't. But let's get to, I wish I can let y'all hear what he said, Big Perk said. Well, you know what ESPN does though. ESPN will copyright your video or your live stream. So that's why we had to come with the images today on that one. But yeah, man, let me know in the chat what you think about this, man. Like, what do you think? Do you believe that Curry is ahead of Magic, or do you believe Magic is ahead of him? This is a talking point for sure. And I want y'all, when I drop the link, I want y'all to come pull up and let me know, man. Let me know what you think. So that's our first topic, right? So our second topic, Jeff Teague, right? He claims that Stephen Curry will be tied with Kobe Bryant on the GOAT list if he wins another ring. Now, me personally, I don't think Curry is gonna win another ring. Um, they just lost Clay. They're getting older. They haven't been, one of the best teams since they won their last championship. So, I mean, they didn't even make the playoffs last year. Um, so I don't know what the Warriors. I don't think they're gonna win, bro. I'm just be honest. I don't think they're gonna win another one. Maybe if Curry goes to another team, I don't see that happening either because he says that he wants to stay in Golden State. Now, if they don't put a team together with him and get him some pieces for him to actually compete, he says he doesn't want to lose. He still, wants to compete, but it's up to the Warriors organization and the front office and everybody to get some pieces for Stephen Curry. But yeah, on the Club 520, it's a great podcast. I like that podcast. Some funny dudes, man. They just be wilding. But Jeff Teague says that if Stephen Curry gets another ring, he'll be up there with Kobe. I can actually, I could play that for you guys if it'll let me. Hold on, let's try to play it. Um, mm. Yeah, it's not letting me upload it, but that's basically what Jeff Teague said. I could read y'all what he said. Um, Let me see here. He says he's the best point guard ever. He's top 5 of all time. Yeah, he's gonna be in the mix if he gets another. I just don't see I just don't see a lot of people better than him. He gets another ring. He's definitely up there with Kobe now. What y'all think? Hey, what's up, Sturdy? Yeah, man. But I mean, if Curry wins another one, let's just say hypothetically he wins another one, right? That'll be 5. That'll be 5 championships. Hold on. Let's pull up this real quick. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hmm. Right. Let's pull this up for y'all. Hold on, real quick. This is the debate with Magic, right? But let's use that for Kobe real quick. We don't have to look at the Magic side. Let's look, okay? So he got so hypothetically, right? If he wins another one, he'll have 5 championships. He's a 4-time All NBA first team, right? He got 10 total, 2 MVPs, and I'm guessing he'll win another um, Finals MVP, right? So that'll be 2 Finals MVPs. He's the greatest shooter ever, right? What else? He and then he's a 10-time All-Star. I'm guessing he'll make another, so that'll be 11. But y'all get what I'm trying to say, right? But I don't think he surpasses Kobe or even. I mean, yeah, I could see him being next to, but I don't even like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't like that one, y'all. I don't. I'm gonna say that Jeff Teague is tripping on this one, bro. And I don't even see Curry winning another one. Y'all let me know if y'all think he's gonna win another one. Do y'all believe that Steph Curry is gonna win another one? I don't think so. I don't at all, man. I don't see how they could win, man, unless he joins another player, man, and makes another team like that. Like if he happens to go to, like, let's just say if he went to, but I don't. That's what I'm saying, Twan. I don't even see him leaving the Warriors. But hypothetically, if he was gonna join, now Curry can fit in with anybody. I believe that he's one of those players that can play with anybody. He don't need the ball. He's a great off ball player, very skilled, can shoot from anywhere. We know what Curry can do, man. The guy's dangerous. We've seen it in the Olympics, man. We've seen it in the NBA finals. You name it. He's been in those. He's been in those moments, man. But I don't know, man. Being ahead of Kobe and being ahead of Magic, I don't know about that, man. I don't know. Twan says Golden State, they should have grab marketing. Yeah, I seen that. And I'm glad you said that because I was watching the video on my lunch break of Gil's Arena and they were going off. They went off on the Warriors, bro, for not like getting marketing. They could have got them, but they didn't want to give up their young pieces, man. Pazinski, I know I'm butchering his name. He was in the trade, and Kaminga as well. hmm But yeah, do y'all believe like right now is Stephen Curry ahead of Magic right now? Y'all let me know in the chat. I said no. I want to hear from Sturdy, man. I ain't gonna lie. I know Sturdy got something to say. Honey Magic said yes. Okay. I definitely want to hear that. Now, if you believe Curry is ahead of Magic, put a one in the chat, right? And if you believe he's ahead of Kobe, if he gets another ring, that'll be 5 championships. Kobe has 5. Do you believe? But it's not only championships, though, y'all. We can't just, it's not only about championships. There's a lot on the table here. You know, they both got 2 final MVPs. They both led their teams to championships. He had KD, yeah, we get it. And the other guy, Kobe, he had Shaq. So, but they led their own teams without another star like them, right? Yeah, Klay Thompson was a star, but he wasn't, as bigger than Steph. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm trying to say. They led their teams. Uh, Now Curry led his team in 15. You could say he didn't win Finals MVP, yeah, but he had the points to back it up. Just didn't shoot well. And then he led his team again against Boston, 22 finals. And then Kobe, we know he played with Shaq for the first 3 championships, and then he led his team of being the leader in '09 and 2010. Twin Man says Curry is definitely ahead of Kobe. Kobe is so overrated. Hey, Twin Man, I want to hear from you too, man. But are you saying this like right now, or if Curry wins another ring? What you saying? Because Jeff Teague said if Curry wins another ring right now, like if he wins another one, he'll be ahead of him. So I want to hear from you, Twin Man, too. Um, But yeah, those are the topics that I had this morning for you guys. I'm gonna drop the link, man. I'm gonna be quiet. Oh, you said right now. Okay. I want to hear that, man. But he said right now, I can't deny Curry's impact. Yeah, Curry got impact, man. He changed the game, man. I don't think Kobe changed the game. You know what I'm saying? Now, Curry does have that ahead of Kobe on that one. But they got like, I'm not gonna say they have like similar. They're kind of similar, bro. They both got 5 championships. They both led their teams to 2 championships, being the leader of the team. Now the defense Kobe got, 12-time all defensive team. That's probably why I give Kobe the edge. Just more of an all around player. But I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna drop the link, bro. I want to hear from you guys. All right, let me drop this link real quick. Oh, there's the link right there, man. Y'all pull up and let's talk, man. I'm gonna be here for a little bit. I just got off work, and we do these every morning. This is the third installment, so we gonna do this. If I can do it every morning, I'm gonna do it. But every other morning for sure. But yeah, let's get it though. Yeah, I dropped the link, y'all. I'm gonna pin it up in the chat. He said, "I just got to work." Boy, twin man, you funny, man. Now, who's gonna pull up and tell me why Kobe isn't ahead of Curry? Oh, hey, sturdy. What's up, man?
Yo, what's good? So crazy, man. How
What's
you doing
good,
today,
man?
this morning, man?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, brother? How you doing? So you see
You
it,
know me,
man.
man. You know me,
Yeah.
man. I'm feeling sturdy, man. I'm here to help everyone shaky takes become more sturdy. That's my job, man. It is what it is. But
What's
here's the
up,
thing.
man?
I'm be efficient. I'm gonna be efficient with my time.
I already know, dog. What's up? Talk to me, man.
Shout out to brothers like Twin Man who are definitely animated and definitely one of the more insightful personalities developing on the YouTube spaces right now. let's let's
Facts,
let's get
facts.
things straight, right? Number
Mm-hmm.
one, obviously, it just depends on your criteria. So let me just get that out of the way. This is all subjective. This is all based on how you perceive the game. The most important thing is be consistent, do your own research, then develop your own opinion as a grown, responsible adult. Now, amongst doing that,
Facts.
right? Let's do this chronological order from the backwards way, right? The reason why Curry is not greater than Kobe Bryant right now, and be honest with you, the way things looking like probably even when he retires, because a multitude of things. Number one, let's start with the low hanging fruit. The casual, like say the awards. Kobe has more individual awards than Steph Curry.
That's
More All
facts.
Stars, more All NBAs, more All Defensive Teams, more Finals MVPs, and the only award that Curry has more than Kobe for that both were allowed to earn during that time was MVPs. Second, when you go with production, both guys led the league in scoring twice. However, when you go to things like what they did during their prime, Kobe was an elite scorer as well as a very good defender, a very great playmaker, an underrated playmaker at that, and in comparison to stuff, a better rebounder. Simply put, a better all around player. Speaking of prime, Kobe Bryant prime is longer than Steph Curry's. Prime meaning when was this player considered elite in terms of the impact, production, how they perceived by their peers. So for Kobe Bryant is from 2000 to 2013, that's his prime. That's 13 years straight of this man being considered an elite player. While Steph Curry, on the other hand, most people, in my opinion, his prime will begin 2013, maybe 2014, up till now. Most last time I checked, that's like 8 or 9 years. That's less than No, I apologize. That's like 10 years. That's less than
Yeah.
13 seasons.
So
So,
you
so,
said my bad, sturdy, but
no,
you said for
mhm,
Curry though. Like
mhm.
where does it start for Curry again?
So for Curry, in my opinion, starts from
Mm,
2013. You can argue 2013,
hmm
2013, 2014 to this point. That's a decade.
Yeah,
That's basically a
facts.
decade to 11 years. It becomes 2013.
Hmm
Basically, in my opinion, his prime started when he came back for his major ankle injury for the early
Right, right.
2010s. That's my opinion. But
Hmm
nevertheless, it's less than Kobe Bryant in terms of just prime. Because in my opinion, there's a little nuance from prime is how many years were you elite by in comparison by contrast to yourself as well as your peers of your day. And longevity is basically how many years you was contributing. You
hmm
notice I said 2000, but Kobe Bryant, I mean 2000, 2001, but also Kobe Bryant did contribute to that Lakers team a couple years prior to that too. So accomplished that he still have 2 additional years of being an all-star caliber player. So that's longevity. So let's take a quick break right here. Just wrap it up what I said so far. Longevity, Kobe Bryant is better so far. Individual accolades, Kobe Bryant has more, and Steph Curry won't catch him in individual awards. When it comes to all-around player, he's a better all-around player. So the biggest the biggest difference between those two individuals is the quote unquote impact on the game. Now, people like to inaccurately credit Steph Curry for the 3-point boom in the NBA, when reality, not to say he didn't contribute to that, but he was not solely responsible for that, in contrast to other great players. But I'm doing an extensive article and video on that, and it will drop soon. So to back all more my playing more extensively on the real 3-point revolution and the cons and pros of analytics in the game. But nevertheless, Steph Curry's biggest impact on the court is regards to his spacing. He is the greatest shooter of all time. His impact on the game is he changed how defense is in the modern game of basketball. That's his impact on the game. That's an accurate depiction of who Steph Curry's impact on the game. Steph Curry, because he's such an elite shooter from off the catch, off the dribble, and on the move constantly, he makes your
Shut
bigs
your ass up,
come
Terry.
out.
Don't mind him.
He extends the defense higher past 30 feet. Salute to him, man. That's his
What's up
impact
to him, man?
on the game. That's his
Hmm
impact on the game. Also, I gotta give a shout out to my
Okay.
man T Streets, because T Streets said this in a way that I thought was very unique and very factual. Steph Curry is also the first guy that he built a dynasty around. He was the first scoring guard that you can build a dynasty around, scoring point guard. Shout out to T Streets for pointing that out. He was that. So,
How,
nevertheless,
hmm
all those to just land my plane. This with a Kobe Bryant comparison, better longevity, more awards, better all around player, and the only thing that Curry has over Kobe is impact. And we don't. And please, I wish people would please try to bring up the playoffs. I'm gonna leave it at that.
So,
that was
so,
great, sturdy.
this is my thing with
Appreciate it.
Sturdy.
Hmm
I can't even disagree with what a lot of Sturdy said, and Sturdy
Yeah,
knows that he has great. I'm gonna give Sturdy. He does have great takes,
he
but this
does.
is the
Yep.
dis. Curry's coming in with an automatic disadvantage just because of the position he plays.
Mm.
Let's be real here. So I'm not sitting here saying there aren't defensive minded point guards, but you're not going to find a lot of defensive minded point guards that's going to be able to give you the production that Steph Curry gives you. You see what I'm saying? Kind of almost like Jordan. Jordan, they swear up and down Jordan's defense was all worldly, even though we know that's a bit shaky, but he the production is what really made him Jordan. You feel what I'm saying? So crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have Curry over Kobe
hmm
because Curry does most of his dirt and most of his damage shooting the basketball outside of 20 feet. That is his
mm
bread and butter. That's where he's gonna get. That's where he's gonna get. Kobe, for me, and if you have Kobe over Curry, I'm not mad at you. It's the inefficiency in how Kobe scored and how Kobe got his production, why I don't have him over Steph Curry. I understand he's the better defender, but he's a taller player who plays defense. His position, you have to play defense. Of course, he's the better rebounder, but I look at the production between the two and how one has to put the ball in the basket and how the other one has to put the ball in the basket when I compare these two players. And for Curry to be a point guard and do most of his damage from the outside and to be more his field goal percentage to be better than Kobe, I just have to put him over Kobe. That's just how I look at it. I believe, like you said, like Sturdy just ended off, they were able to build a dynasty around a point guard. You really don't see that very often. Curry, the way Curry was able to change the game, you have to account for him the moment he gets to half court. Forget passing half court. Defenses are built now to really stop the three-point shot, and that stems from Steph Curry. So for me, like Sturdy said, the impact, just the sheer impact Curry's had on the game is why he's better than that's why I have him over Kobe. Is Kobe an all-around player? We're talking scoring the basketball, or are we talking playing defense? Yes. But I still have Curry over him. That's just me. And nobody want to hear that shit, Sturdy.
Okay, twin man.
But I just wanna say this, right? So let's back that up for a second for me. Let's slow down this speed up. Now, first things first, in regards to Kobe Bryant being inefficient, I do agree from this standpoint. In contrast to Steph Curry, he is inefficient because Steph Curry is one of the most efficient players of all
Hold on,
time.
Sturdy. I want you to think about this. I want you to think about this real quick. Kobe did a lot of his dirt in the mid-range and at the rim. Curry does most of his dirt, we can say kind of mid-range, but 3-point. And he's still more efficient than Kobe. Like, come on, bro. That is impressive.
Yeah, so yeah, Curry is one of the most efficient players of all time. I'm not even going to tout that, but
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant was definitely an efficient player. Let's disregard that. First of all, there's a slight nuance between accuracy and efficiency. Accuracy is just how accurate you are from the field. Efficiency is what you're producing what from that accuracy. So, in regards to Kobe Bryant for his time, he's been above league average when it comes to efficiency and above league average when it comes to volume scoring.
Mm,
When he's going against ultimately defenses, for the most part, efficient.
yeah.
So,
Yep. Didn't you
and once again,
hold on.
oh, go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no,
I
no,
was
no,
saying
no,
too
my bad.
when
But
because women, no, because women brought up production,
uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And let's be honest, like he might average more career points than Kobe, at least in the playoffs. However, when you look at totality to it, man, because remember, you are definitely a big proponent of body of work. In
I am.
totality, when you look at all the major statistical categories, Kobe Bryant has more than Curry
Hmm.
He definitely does.
Yeah,
That's
he
what I'm
does.
saying.
in
If I'm
all of them.
being
Even
objective,
assists, even
and
assists.
I'm
Now,
being
granted,
honest,
Twin Man. Twin Man. To be fair, Kobe Bryant played more years than Curry, obviously. But then I looked at the duration from Kobe Bryant's rookie year to what Curry is now, which is what year 15. He
Yeah.
still has more totals than Steph Curry. You know why is that, Twin Man? Because Kobe
Mm.
Bryant was also more durable and more available to Steph Curry, and not just the
right,
regular season, but also the playoffs as well.
right. That's why I said if you have Kobe, and this is now I'm gonna be completely honest. This is my subjective opinion. If I have to be objective about it, there's no way you can have Curry over Kobe because you already know who I rock with, 30, and you already know the criteria I usually go by. So let's be real here. If I'm being objective, you can't do it. But I can understand why someone would. That's I'll just say that. And on my top 10
That's
list,
fair.
Curry's ahead of Kobe.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I don't have
See,
I
I don't
got
I
I
don't
got
I
a
don't
so
have
poll in the
Kobe,
chat right now.
I don't have Kobe top 10. I don't have Curry top 10. I have
Damn.
Curry 11 and I have Kobe 12.
Yeah, you got to explain that to me, twin man. It don't got to be today though, but
Taken
yeah,
out of the top 10 to put
I
Kobe
feel.
in front of. Who are you putting Kobe in front of in the top 10? Is
You
Kobe
said
better than
who?
Duncan? Is Kobe better
No,
than
no,
Shaq?
no.
Is Kobe better than Akeem?
Uh, no,
I was going to I was going to
no,
say,
no.
is Kobe better?
Hey, but my top 10 is different though, bro. My top
Is
10 is
Kobe
different.
better than Wilt?
Uh, I don't. Yeah,
Kobe's better than Wilt?
I didn't watch Will play, bro.
You don't have to watch Wilt. Stats tell the story. Kobe's better than Wilt.
That's your opinion though, twin man.
No, it's not my opinion. Do your research on Wilt before you say that blasphemy. Do your research on Wilt
Man,
before
he
you say
finna
that.
he about to change the whole show, man. Hey, but
Do your, do
no,
your
no, no.
research and say
I
that
respect
blasphemy. Man.
your I respect your list, man. You got to respect mine. That's all I'm saying. But I
You
didn't
know
even
what?
say my list yet. But I'm just
You're right.
saying,
I might even have
you
to.
know.
I might even have to put some consideration in putting KD in the top 10.
No, you can't. No, I don't think so, bro. Maybe when his he retires, his career ends, and then we see.
I said some
But no,
consideration.
no, no.
Right now,
I got KD right now in the range of like 12 to 15.
I got. That's where I have him as well. I
Yeah,
don't have him over Curry or Kobe, but
yeah.
he can definitely pass Kobe.
Okay. Now, what I wanted to say before was now the you said that Kobe's inefficient, right? I'm not. I don't disagree with you there, but we did do a breakdown, right? Ace 30
Right.
did a breakdown, and he broke down why Kobe was inefficient in that offense that he was playing, coached by Phil Jackson, the triangle. You know what I'm saying? It led to Kobe getting those shots in the triangle. You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong, but
He was supposed to chuck shots, bro. That's what he was supposed to do on in that
I mean,
offense.
if that's how y'all want to say it, yes.
Yeah.
If that's how y'all want to come at it, I'm not mad at it. But you still
Yeah.
took those shots. You still missed.
Okay, yeah.
You
So
still took those
you
shots.
by you saying that though, by you saying that, right?
But so crazy.
Yeah.
My point is this: I'm
What's
looking
that?
at someone who's taking these shots in the mid range, and then
Mm-hmm.
someone who's taking these shots 3 to 4 feet behind him, still being more efficient than him. That shouldn't be that way. That's my
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah.
If I'm a predominantly
He
three-point
did change
shooter,
the game. I do
if
agree
I'm
with
a
that.
predominantly 3-point shooter, that's
Okay.
where I do all my dirt. That's what
Okay.
I'm known for. And I'm still more efficient than someone who plays majority at the rim and in the mid and in the mid range. That's a
Hmm.
problem.
I
I'm
got
sorry.
you.
That's a problem for me.
And I
I
ask you a
understand,
question real quick too, man.
of course.
Okay. So will Curry ever reach your top five?
Top five, never.
Never, right? Okay, so you'll
There's
always have him in the top 10.
there's certain players he can't get by. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Wilt's not
I
Wilt's in my
feel that
top.
way
I think I got
about Kobe.
Wilt's in my top
Hmm.
five.
Mm,
Wilt's in my top five. So is Kareem.
okay. Yeah, I got Kareem in my top five. But yeah, I got you for sure. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at what you said, because at the end of the day,
Not so crazy. I'm sorry, brother. I
it's
gotta
your
call you
opinion.
out. When you
What?
said earlier that you ain't
Mm.
watched Wilt,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah. I didn't.
you
I
watched
didn't.
Kareem,
I'm
my
being
nigga, like, come on, you
No,
watched
no,
Kareem?
I didn't watch Kareem. I didn't watch Kareem.
So let's be real here. There's only one
I'll
player.
say I did more research on Kareem than Will. So I got homework to do now. Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
There's
You know what I'm
only
saying?
one player in the top 10 that can honestly be replaced out of the top 10,
Hmm.
and that's Magic. And I hate to even say that.
So
He
Magic's the only person that you're replacing, and
like
you're adding
Magic.
who you adding though?
Yeah,
Curry.
If
Magic's number 10 on my list too.
I was gonna say Magic's 10 on mine.
Mm.
The like if say for instance Curry wins another championship. He could
Mm-hmm.
take Magic spot.
Okay. All right. So okay, so you picked Curry to be better, right? Cool. Now how about with him and Magic? Because that's really what
Magic,
the main topic. So you got
Magic.
Magic still. Okay. What
Over
about you,
Curry,
Sturdy? Yeah.
that's easy. Magic.
He said that easy, but when it came to Kobe, you just nah, right?
Well, why is that so, man?
For Magic?
I said no to both of them. I don't think he's better than both of
For the
those guys.
playmaking alone, I think Magic's playmaking alone.
Mhm.
So we're talking impact on the game for Curry, correct? And how he revolutionized the 3-point shooting. Magic revolutionized playmaking at that
Mhm.
level. So for what he lacked offensively, he made up by lifting the rest of his team. Now let's not say I'm not going to pretend like Magic played with a bunch of bums because he didn't,
Mhm.
but he still elevated those guys later in their careers to still be able to win championships.
Mhm.
So I feel like that playmaking ability, whatever Magic's going to give you in points was just a bonus. His playmaking ability alone to elevate people later on in their career to still elevate them to be able to win championships puts him over Curry. And then again, just if we're looking, like I said, shout out to Go James Kingdom. We
Mhm.
we do everything. So I look at everything. He has more totals than Curry. He's got to be ahead of him.
Okay. I ain't mad at you, man. This guy said no way Magic is better than Curry. He's still supposed to come up here. Hood and Magic. You're supposed to come up here and tell me why. Because what you said earlier, man. He said something
I'm
earlier.
not
He said
again.
he's taking stuff.
I'm not
Hmm.
mad if somebody says Curry's better than Magic.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
not
mad
mad
at
either, bro.
both of them. Let's be real. Both are defensive liabilities. I feel like Curry's more of a defensive liability, mainly because of his height. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? Magic is a defensive liability as well, but not as much as Curry. When it comes to playmaking, we're not going to even have that discussion. If we're going to talk about efficiency, okay,
Hmm.
I'm going to have to give you that. But then there's rebounding and other things that play into this. You have to give it to Magic.
Gotcha. So he don't even got to win another championship, right? He
Who?
don't even got Stephen Curry. He don't got to win nothing. He can
If Curry
just be
wins
how
another,
he is right now, and you still
if
got him
Curry
up there.
the championship, it's an argument to put him top 10. That's what I'm saying. He wins another championship.
That's a fact, bro. If he wins another one,
He might take Magic spot. Like
yeah.
people have Bird, in
Hmm.
my opinion, way too high up on their list. I have Bird eight,
I
like
got
eight, nine.
Bird like lower, like yeah, 8, 9, something like that. Yeah,
You see
I
what I'm
agree
saying?
with
Like
that.
compared to the other people in my top 10, those two are further down. But Bird's not coming out. Magic is definitely 10 on the list, bro. And he can absolutely like your Johnson. You
Yo,
see,
yo, Renegade. This guy is agreeing with you, man. You should be cooking me, Renegade, because I said no. Didn't I say no to him, man?
yeah, you did.
I said no. If he retires, then that's another discussion. But yeah, man.
There's a let's be honest. Depending on your criteria, there's an
Mm,
argument to put anybody in the top 10. Well, not anybody, but there's an argument
mm,
to put like Curry in the top 10, Durant
yeah,
in the top 10, Kobe in the
right,
top
right.
10. I think
All of them great players, man. Great
that's what
players.
I'm saying. But like, let's be real here.
Hmm.
When we're talking about the greatest, there's nothing wrong with being top 15 all time out of thousands of NBA players that ever played. You're top 15, you're top 12.
That's still amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The only argument that there should ever be, everybody else is debatable after five.
Mm.
I feel like anybody can be debated after maybe five or six. Maybe, depending on how you have your list set up.
Hey,
Unless your
hey,
list is absolutely ridiculous.
Twin Man. This guy Hood and Magic said anybody that won with Draymond Green as a second option should be top five hands down.
Why are we sitting here acting like Draymond Green wasn't
That's what I'm saying, man.
isn't a good defender, isn't a good
Isn't he
player?
the modern era version of Dennis Rodman? I know he can't
I was gonna
rebound
say
like him.
I feel like
He
Draymond
can't
Green is a
rebound like him, but you get what I'm saying though, right?
right. I feel like
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman is. I feel like Draymond Green is an evolved version of Dennis Rodman. Pretend like pretend like Draymond Green didn't have isn't a key piece in why they won championships is ridiculous.
Mm,
Like I understand what you're saying. Like, yeah, is he gonna run up the numbers scoring wise? No, but he does all the dirty work for that team so other players don't have to do it. That's why Steph can just focus on scoring because he has Draymond Green to back him up. And another player like Klay Thompson to back him up.
hmm I never said that Hood and Magic, but we're not gonna sit here and act like Draymond Green is just some trash player, bro. We're not gonna
Right.
do that.
We're not gonna
We
do
ain't
that.
gonna do that because
Like Draymond, like the defense Golden State
mhm.
runs, they understand who's the anchor of that defense. He makes everything go. He's the glue guy. He's the hype man.
Thank
He's
you,
gonna get
Moose.
that's
No,
Draymond Green's role.
yeah, Moose. We didn't say that. Hood and Magic said that. He called Draymond Green a second option.
Definitely wasn't. The
We
second option,
did not say that. I
the
give him well, he's the third option
clear
without
second
KD,
option was
fourth
Thompson.
option with KD, right?
The clear second option on Golden State's first team was Klay Thompson. When KD got
Yeah,
there, the
yeah.
clear second option was Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. Yeah, but Draymond Green, he was option what? Third
Four.
option without KD, fourth option with KD.
Right.
Right? Right. Yeah.
Ain't nobody
But
up here saying say that Draymond Green was the second option. Absolutely not. I mean, in 2015, he actually was hitting jump shots.
a renegade. I get he didn't have a Kareem. I get that. But yeah, I get all that, renegade. Come and tell me. Come on, man. Hit the link. Cook me if you want to, man. I want to
Hold
hear
on,
you.
but
I
hold
want to
on.
hear why he
Renegade.
thinks
Like,
Curry. Yeah.
Renegade. You acting like when Kareem was on the Lakers, he was still like Kareem when Kareem was with the Bucks. Like, I understand Kareem was still that, but
Yeah. Didn't
it
he
was
did
still
win a championship as a rookie, right?
right. I mean, Magic,
How many players did that? I know Magic did that. I know Kareem did that. I don't think anybody else did that,
I
right?
think it's only Magic.
Magic and Kareem, right?
I don't did Kareem win a championship as a rookie?
Yeah, I think with the Bucks team, or
I don't know.
maybe his first second year, if I'm not mistaken. I thought he was a rookie though. I may be tripping, but
I think it was
there's
only Magic.
everybody. Only
No,
Magic? Okay.
Kareem,
I may
Kareem,
be
no,
wrong.
Kareem. No, Bill won his. I think pretty sure Bill won his first year. West State won his first year.
Mm.
Kareem and Tim Duncan they won their second year. Bird won his
Okay,
second
okay,
year.
okay, okay, okay. So yeah, all right. That's
There's
fine.
only going to be certain players that's good. Like Magic absolutely deserves to be top 10. I'm not mad at anybody saying Magic over Curry. I'm not mad at it because again, by the criteria I go by, you have to put Magic over him. You have to put Kobe over him.
Mm.
You have to
It's
do it. Now, if you want to get subjective about this,
Mhm.
I got Curry. I have Curry over both of them.
Yeah. Hood and Magic is being very subjective, man.
But the subjective part, right? That's the thing. Like if Magic's one of actually the few point guards in NBA history that can match Steph Curry's impact.
Hmm
Not on the court, but definitely off the
Oh,
court. Like
off
let's
the
not
court,
pretend him and Bird didn't save the league for a reason.
That's fact.
that's
That's
different, man.
facts.
That's
So
different.
like I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like the impact of those two guys in particular, like is definitely close. If not favors Magic, like there's no NBA right. There's no Amazon deal right now. If it was for Magic, you know what I'm saying? Like
Facts, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he pushed the game back then, and Curry's doing it right now. So I get it. Renegade, what you think, bro?
You already know, man. It's the chef. You feel me? It's gotta be the
Okay.
chef, man. Too much playmaking, too
Mhm.
much offense, too much ball movement. He don't even gotta touch the ball. You got to put the ball in Magic hands. You could put
Mm.
the ball in his step hands, and he's as lethal with it as him, and he's way more lethal with him with the ball off his hands. Either one chips with the ball in his hands and without the ball in his hand. Magic can only win one way,
Mm.
right?
And what is that
And he need a
exactly?
better all-time player on his team to win, right?
So you're saying that he's better than Magic right now, or if he wins another ring
Yeah,
right now?
yeah, yeah. I mean, what Magic
Okay.
did without a better all-time player than him on his squad?
Mm.
I mean, I'm not mad at what Renegade's saying.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
I'm
this,
not I'm not mad at it either. I mean,
I mean, his arguments not I can't even say his arguments incorrect. Magic's most effective with the ball in his hand. You have to account for Curry whether he has the ball in his hand or not. That's true.
it is
You can't sag off a Curry like they could sag off Magic. You can't do that.
right.
What game in your life would you ever see Magic get guarded on a higher level than KD and Gold James with them on the court with him? When is you ever gonna ever see that in life? Never, never, ever. At the 3-point line, never, never. It can never happen. Magic can never get the attention Curry gets. Never.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Yeah. Mm.
But see, we have to understand Magic played in a time where playmaking was very important. Ball
Yeah.
movement was very
So
important.
so does
That's
like my
really
bad, twin
changed.
man. Go ahead. My bad.
That's how Magic was really able to change. He wasn't a ridiculous offensive threat. Did he have a pretty decent layup package? Absolutely. Could he hit the occasional three? Absolutely. Could he give you a little float, a little baby hook? Yes, he could. Was he the offensive juggernaut Curry is? No, but he makes up for that by being able to use his sensational playmaking to win games. That's why
Mm.
it's hard to just sit here and say, "Oh, just Curry's just definitively better." No, there's
Who-
other aspects of basketball that we have to take into account. So, like I said earlier, Magic and Curry, they both not defensive juggernauts. We know that. But at least Magic can give you some rebounding. His playmaking is otherworldly.
It's not
That's what
better
I'm
than the
saying.
chef. The chef ball movement
That's
cooks Magic playmaking.
where we're going to completely disagree. Draymond Green initiates the offense for Golden State. Magic
No, no, no.
initiated the offense
The chef's ball
for
movement is the offense, and Draymond Green follows the chef's ball movement. That offense can't run without the chef, right?
Talk to him. Yeah.
initiating the offense. It's not
Okay, who
Curry.
is the offense?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
He's
he.
not. He's not
Listen,
officiating.
the
But
chef when they took Draymond Green out of the game, playmaking out of the game in the finals, the chef
mhm.
took over that, right?
Right. Right. And when they had KD, I seen Curry play make.
Getting guarded on a higher level.
I seen Curry play make, getting
Come on,
guys
man.
shots. You know what I'm saying?
Can you put Moose's last comment up there? Because
Yeah.
that's what I'm getting at.
What? Right there. This one.
Right there. They control the
Okay.
games in very like I
In
said,
different ways.
Curry
Yeah.
you have to keep eyes on Curry at all times. You have to. Magic,
Hmm.
you have to stop him from getting out on the break, getting in transition, or just being
What's
able to,
easier?
even in half court, you have to stop him. They were both,
What's
that's what I'm
easier?
saying. They both dominated at their skill set. That's why I said
So, what, so which one's
it's
easier
almost
to
like
stop?
you said which one's easier to stop?
Yeah.
Ugh,
Somebody that can't
it,
shoot, can't dribble,
it's hard. Hold
gotta
up,
be
hold up.
inside the arc to
I'm a,
be effective.
no,
Or
Magic didn't need inside the arc to kill you.
that
That's what I'm
shit is
saying. You
cap.
double
That's
team
cap.
Magic
That's cap.
stuff to double. the open man every time.
They didn't even
Curry
play the
can
game outside the arc. So yes, he had to be effective inside the arc. They didn't even play the game outside the arc, guy.
no. I'm
Yeah,
talking about Magic.
he's arguing with you though, Renegade.
I'm talking
How?
about if you double team Magic, Magic's gonna be able to pass out. He's gonna make the right pass every time. Curry, you double team him, he can make the right pass or shoot over. So that's what I'm sitting here saying. It's just different.
Shooting over, you know how much more effective that is than just than not being able to do anything but make a pass. You can take the passes
Bro,
away from
he's gonna make
somebody
a pass
if you
for
can't do
Magic more
anything
than likely.
offensively.
Pass is gonna lead to a bucket in that moment. That's the point I'm
Okay, but
making.
who does that on a higher level? The chef ain't even got to have the ball to do that.
Magic's gonna do that at a higher level. I'm not
No,
about
he's not. No, he's not. He can't do it at a higher level because he needs the ball in his hand.
You're overrating Steph Curry's playmaking. I saw the
No, I'm not.
Lakers.
We
I
just
saw the
we seen
Lakers.
it again with the best
Hold
players
on,
in
I'm
history
about to.
sitting next to him.
I saw the Lakers bust the Golden State Warriors ass with Curry at the point guard because they forced him to be the point guard. Curry's most effective off
You
ball.
seen him win a chip at the point guard, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I saw
He
Draymond
was
Green
Yes, he
win.
did. Yes, he
Renegade.
did.
I
No.
ain't
Yes,
gonna
he
lie.
did.
He
I
know
sure didn't.
with KD he was playmaking. Those
When
2
he won the
years when
chip, hold up.
KD
When he
was
won
there.
the chip against the Celtics, he was the main ball handler, wasn't he?
Yeah, he
Not.
was. But he
So
wasn't
what
passing.
you
He
mean?
wasn't the
So
main
what?
playmaker is what
So who was? They took the ball out of Draymond's hands, didn't he? And the chef was the one getting busy, right?
he had moments, but he wasn't the main
The
playmaker
So
is
main
what
you
my guy
saying that it
Twin
was
Man is
Draymond
trying to
Green
say.
making plays down the stretch of them games?
the
You
main
know that's a lie.
facilitator
Bro, he was
You
playmaking
know
though.
that's a
Was
lie.
the he wasn't playmaking Renegade?
Yeah, but he wasn't the main playmaker that got them that chip. It was the chef with the ball in his hands, dishing that thing, cooking niggas on the offensive end.
No,
It was not no Draymond.
what you seen was Curry cooking on his own. That's what you seen.
Okay. And when he
Off ball,
didn't,
getting the
and when he
ball, catch and shoot, cooking niggas, crossover. That's what he was.
so he
That's
wasn't
what you was
dishing.
watching.
So he wasn't dishing.
he's not doing it at the level of
Not
Magic
more
right
than
now.
Draymond. Not more than Draymond.
And he's
Okay,
not doing it.
Why didn't Draymond have the ball in his hands then?
Draymond did have the ball in
He
his hands,
did.
bro.
He would get the
What?
rebound. You know, he would get the
Draymond's
Okay.
gonna get.
rebound,
Draymond's
and
gonna
then
get the ball,
he
initiate
would
the
And
get
he's
it
giving
offense.
the
to
ball to
people
the
that need
chef.
the ball, bro. You know what
Yes, he's
Draymond
giving the
does, man.
ball to the
Stop
chef, and
acting.
the chef's gonna make the magic happen. Not Draymond because he don't have the offensive package like Magic, right?
Not a, not about all. See, this is
That's
what we're
what
Yes,
talking about.
it
You're
is.
looking
This is all. It's
for
offense. If you ain't got the offense, you're not going to have the ball in your hands. That's just how it
out.
is these days.
No, you're wrong. There's a difference
No,
between
I'm not
off.
wrong. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. I'm not
Because there's a
wrong.
difference. Understand what playmaking is? There's a
Yeah.
difference between
And
playmaking and shot and
who
creating
down the
your
stretch
own
is gonna
shot.
have the ball in their hands as a playmaker that don't have no offense?
Oh my God. The reason why Draymond Green initiated the offense is because he's going to use his ability to press the offense. So, for example, if they come off the pick and roll,
It's
you have
because
to
the
stay
chef
with
is
Curry.
better off the
So,
ball.
go with Curry, Draymond Green was able to run up the middle of the lane and get an easy layup or dish out to Klay Thompson for a three.
Because of the
That's
chef.
playmaking. That's
That's because
definitely
of the chef.
playmaking.
He can only do that because the chef is out there. He can't do that without the chef.
Who's disagreeing with you? No one's
no
disagreeing with that.
one. No one is
Okay, so
disagreeing with
you
that.
can't even mention Draymond's name without the chef. You have to mention Magic's name with Kareem and all of his Hall of Fame teammates that he
Actually,
had,
I
don't you?
mentioned Draymond Green's name without the chef because there's been plenty of times the chef has been hurt and Draymond Green was able to do the same thing with Klay Thompson. He was able to do the same thing with Gary Payton Jr. He's able to do the same thing with Andrew
Is
Wiggins.
that
It's how they
so?
run the offense.
Wasn't they like the number one pick without the chef
I'm
and
not mad at none of y'all
Draymond's name?
takes. To be
Like
honest.
you're really underrating just how
No,
they run
but
the offense there.
20.
The offense is ran by the chef's ball movement, and Draymond Green fits in and knows where the chef's gonna be at to dime him up and Clay and things of that nature. That ain't Dre. That ain't that. Draymond Green can't be
So
who he is
Renegade,
without the chef.
Renegade, you think the main guy getting assists is Curry in your eyes?
No,
Not.
the main guy creating the assist is Curry. The dude that's making the passes mostly is Draymond Green, but Draymond
Okay,
Green can't
that's
get
all we
them
were saying.
open looks without the chef.
No one's disagreeing with that. The
So
amount
it's
of
the
gravity that Curry
the
gets.
chef
I
is the
want you to understand
playmaker,
what you
not
just
really
mentioned.
Draymond
You're
Green.
saying
Draymond Green
Curry,
is a
you're saying
disher. He's
Steph
not
Curry
even
able
like
to
Magic in the way that he's making the plays. He's more he's more of a he's a Draymond Green ain't a better passer than Magic, but the chef gets everybody open on a level so high that they don't even need somebody on a high a level as Magic as a playmaker because of how open the chef gets
one,
everybody with his ball
no
movement.
one. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with that. You have to account for Curry, but you had to account for Magic's passing as well. You
Not as
couldn't
much.
just let
Not on a
Magic
higher level as much. What you got to
let
account for the
Magic
chef.
sit there and just survey the court and operate any way he wanted to. He'd have carved your ass
Chef
up like a
all over the
quarterback.
court.
Hey, y'all get them lights
When
up,
Magic survey
everybody.
the court, he's
Get
only a
them
threat
lights
when he
up.
has the ball in his hands.
No one's disagreeing with that. But Magic always had the
Okay, you're
ball in
not
his hand.
disagreeing, but you're disagreeing at the end of the day. So, I mean, what are you disagreeing with if you're not disagreeing with
I'm
anything that I'm saying?
disagreeing with this fact that you're sitting here saying that Magic was only dangerous with the ball in his hand when he always had the ball in his hand. That
Okay,
was
so why
Magic's
did he
role.
always have the ball in his
Always got
hand?
to have
Because
the ball.
he's not a threat without it. You're cooked.
Yeah,
Listen,
this guy.
I gotta make a run right quick, but you're cooked. It is the chef. It is the chef, all right?
Not,
He
definitely
didn't.
not.
Oh man, Renegade, man. He said
He's
he's out.
looking at how they run their
Renegade
offense.
is crazy.
Because
That's my guy
Renegades
though,
look
man.
at Golden State's running
Yeah.
their offense to sit here and say, because you have to account for Steph Curry and he can do all this off ball, that's what makes him better than Magic. No, that's how they run the offense. It's
Yeah,
Steph
they
Curry, period,
yeah.
shooting that made it that way. Kind of like with
Mm,
Reggie Miller. You had to keep your eyes on Reggie Miller.
you
You
got
couldn't
to,
just let
man.
Reggie Miller do anything he wanted or he would cook you. I
Right.
understand what he's saying, but we're
Another
not
guy.
about. But if we're
Yeah, yeah,
talking
yeah.
about playmaking, if we're talking about playmaking, you're not about to sit here and say that Steph Curry is the playmaker that Magic Johnson is. Like I said, with his
Nah,
lack of
he's not, man.
offensive talent, he was still able to dominate.
Which is crazy. Like, yeah.
To the point to where he's literally one of the top 10 players of all
Mhm.
time. He's sitting here saying because Curry can do stuff off ball. By
And he
that
only,
notion,
I mean, yeah,
Thompson does
I
stuff
feel
off
you too,
ball. Is
man.
Klay Thompson better than Magic Johnson?
hmm
Like,
Bro,
come on, bro. Let's be
for the
realistic.
career, for his career, Magic Johnson averaged 19 and 11 assists. That's great. 11 assists, that ain't, bro, to average that for your
Just
career,
need
it's
that,
crazy.
bro. 11
So
assists? Come on.
11.2 assists, and this is career stats, bro. This ain't, I'm not
That's not
pulling
like
up season
not
stats.
Magic. When Magic decided he wanted to score, he couldn't get to the cup and score. That's my point. He didn't have to do that. That wasn't his
Yeah.
role.
Another thing I wanted to mention though, was the accolades, bro. Magic is a first team All NBA 9 times. That means he was top 10 9 times. That has to show for something, right? Twin man, that has to show
What's
for
happening?
something, right?
Right.
Being an All NBA, this is not just All NBA. This is the first team 9 times. That has to show for something, bro.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
not about like that's what I'm saying here saying, yes, I have Magic 10th on my
Mm-hmm.
list, but I'm not about to disrespect what Magic was to the league, bro.
Right. I feel
I'm not
that.
about to disrespect what Magic was to the league. And to
Yeah.
sit here and say, like I said, I'm not even mad at Renegade for having
His
Steph
tape.
over Magic.
Yeah. I'm not
There's
mad
an
at that either.
argument. There's an argument there. But sitting here saying Steph Curry is a better playmaker isn't that argument. It's not. It's not that argument. You're not going to win that argument. Magic is arguably the best playmaker of all time,
Yeah.
hands down. So there's no argument. You're talking about the motion offense that the Golden State Warriors run to make it seem like that because you have to account for the greatest shooter ever,
Mm.
that makes him a better playmaker. No, you run with your man. You don't want to leave your man wide open, and then it's going to give the other playmaker who has the ball, Draymond Green, the opportunity to playmake even more, to elevate his playmaking. So I don't even disagree with that. Draymond Green is able to elevate his playmaking because of Curry's shooting. No one disagrees with that.
I'm about
No
to
one
make
disagrees.
another. Yeah, facts. I'm about to make another poll in the chat for
30 in the
this
bag.
argument right here. For this argument, here's Sturdy. There you go, Sturdy. You back with us?
Sturdy, am I bugging out, bro?
No, you're not bugging out too, man. That's why I was like,
It just
Renegade.
like
You know what I'm
it just
saying?
depends on your preference, right? Like I get what Renegade trying to say. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
because both these guys, because I was busy doing something. Both these guys, I do want to touch upon what Tommy said. Like Magic did proven to be highly impactful on winning in different ways. Like he wasn't always the vocal point in the offense throughout his career. Like he wasn't vocal of the Lakers offense up to the mid '80s. Besides that, he was the setup guy. He was the orchestrator, the facilitator. Like he was that. He honestly played uh, a supplementary role in the first title run with the Lakers. So at the end of the
Mm.
day, like I think both these guys they won in different ways, and both these guys have skill sets where they're from a consensus viewed as the best at it. Magic being labeled the consensus greatest passer, Curry being the consensus greatest shooter. It takes into account both these guys, and that's why I say like between these guys, I favor Magic because both these guys are all-time great offensive players, all-time great offensive engines. But with Magic, you get a little more versatility. With Magic, you're getting a better athlete. With Magic, you're getting a guy that's going to not only help you on the boards, but also help you regulate the pace of the game. See, that's the thing
Right.
that Magic don't get enough credit for. Magic can play in multiple different tempos of the game. He can play in the
And
half
see,
court.
30,
He can play in the full
30. I
court.
think
He can
I
play.
think
He
you'll
can
agree with
play speed. He can play speed up. He can play slow down. And
I would
evidence of
it,
this is go back and rewatch that 1991 Finals run that Lakers went on. Magic was
like
surgical in half court. I didn't
right.
want to
I
land with
would
this one too, man. I, I just want to
30.
land with
Check
this
check
one,
me
man.
out.
No. I
Check
like
me
you.
out.
Don't like this one. You don't like this one. You was on the stream. I'm about to reference now. When Lamont did a stream on how great Scottie Pippen was, he quoted Phil Jackson saying how much of defensive attention Magic Johnson was receiving and how it was pivotal. The fact that Scottie Pippen, off ball, one of the greatest off ball defenders ever, had to be on point just to try to mitigate some of Magic Johnson's
Playmaking.
impact.
Just his playmaking. Right.
Just a
And
playmaker.
sturdy. This is what I was just getting ready to say. Because you beat like I knew you was like, think about it. Magic offensive package is minimal, but you still have to try to keep the ball out of his hands. Because if he's at the top of the key with the ball, he's gonna carve you up like a Thanksgiving turkey, bro. Like, am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Like
And
you
to
Nah, you're
me,
not
and,
wrong.
and
let
in
him
my opinion,
operate.
right? And in my opinion, right? Because Curry is in the conversation one of the greatest offensive players of all time. But for me, the reason I don't have him as the greatest offensive player of all time is because the system that proven to optimize Steph Curry's greatest skill set, which is shooting, was that split post action offense that Steve Kerr was running. That offense
Right.
requires high IQ players. That's a read and react offense. That requires high
And
IQ players.
primary
So
playmaker for
so
that.
as Curry is doing his thing off ball, which he is generating, which he is getting defensive attention to get more space for his teammates, those teammates still have to make the right decisions. Those teammates are still
Right.
relied upon to cut at the right time, to make the right pass, and to shoot at the right time. When opposed to Magic, that's completely different. There's less decisions you have to make with Magic setting you up offensively versus a guy like Steph Curry. So I'm just giving people the whole picture because I know what people like to do when they talk about their arguments. They don't try
Right.
to give the totality for both sides, and I like to do so.
Okay. Okay.
Like
And
I don't
so
think I
so
don't
it,
I
so it,
think
it's
that's
this
what
simple
went
in my opinion, right?
thirty.
I think Magic is a better floor raiser than Curry, but I think Curry is a little more portable than Magic. I can put Steph Curry on more teams than Magic because Magic, to some degree, he has to either be the secondary or the primary facilitator and playmaker for his team.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Hold that thought real quick. Hood and Magic. I want to hear from you, brother. Is he there? Yo. Okay. We'll come back to you. Okay.
I just think this dynamic
Mm-hmm.
of Magic's offensive bag, and I think we get caught up so much in offense, we lose a lot of what basketball is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna in no way, in shape, or form sit here and say this. It's that we get so caught up on offense, we forget that you had some of the best offensive players not win shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's Jerry? What? How many rings Jerry West have? What about Will?
Mm-hmm.
What was Jordan doing in
Well,
the '80s? Just filling up the bucket. Again, Magic was a well-rounded player. For him to give you 19 was awesome. He didn't even have to do that. If he'd have gave you 10 and still gave you those 11 assists, he'd still be top 10 in the NBA today. Just
Yeah,
because of his
Magic. Yeah, Magic didn't restrict stuff like John Stockton. Nah, he didn't do that.
right.
He still upped his scoring when his team needed to. He still was able to run the offense when his team needed to. And once again, all these, like y'all said it multiple times, these players are all time great. I just want people to like show both players their proper respect and show the argument proper respect by giving the totality for both sides.
mm,
Because like
Like
both
it's
these
just
guys were part of dynasties. Both these guys were the best point guard of their era. Both these guys had tremendous
uh,
influence on the game. Yeah, like let's not we're not gonna cap Twin man. Like Curry was the
uh,
best point guard of his era.
I'm
Of
sorry.
course,
I'm
so
sorry. I'm not about to sit here and say I understand Curry's offense. He's probably the best offensive point guard. But if we're talking about point guard all around, I'm taking Chris Paul over Curry.
mm.
all right, so
I,
just repeat again. Steph Curry was the best point guard of his era. Just like Magic
I,
Johnson was the best point guard of his era.
I mean, I
I don't
mean,
like listen, like
Chris
Twin man, like
Paul's
if I
gonna
use
give
that logic, right? Technically John
Chris
Stock
Paul's
is
gonna
more all around John Stock is more all around better player than Magic, but he's not nowhere near better than Magic.
no,
It's impact.
no,
It's impact.
no, no. I'm talking if we're talking pure skill, no. Stockton is not better than Magic. We're talking skill. Curry's a better offensive player than Chris Paul, but if we're talking defense, if we're talking facilitating an offense, I could take Curry. I could take Chris Paul over Curry.
Twin man, who's the better point guard, Jason Kidd or Steph Curry?
You're not gonna do that to me,
I'm
Sturdy.
taking.
You're
I'm
not gonna
taking.
do that.
I'm
I
taking.
asked you a question, Twin man,
I'm
and you
taking
can say
Curry,
I
man.
don't want to answer the question, or
Come
you
on.
can just answer the question. It's
Talking
up to you.
skills.
I'm taking
Are we talking
Curry,
skills
man.
on the basketball court?
I don't care what you
I'm
talking. I'm
actually
taking
I asked you a
Curry,
question.
man.
You can interpret it however you want it. I just need an answer.
Okay, we're
H from the
talking
UK.
about
Salute, brother.
facilitating the offense. We're talking about facilitating the offense.
Hmm.
Jason
He's going to
Kidd.
give you excellent playmaking. He's going to give
Jason
you
Kidd.
excellent defense. It's just
Jason
at
Kidd.
the end of the day, the offensive bag is different.
Mm.
So it's about my flavor. I like a point guard that can do multiple things.
Hey, can y'all
Curry,
hear me?
So
Curry
Yep,
we
loud
can.
and
about to get
clear.
you right now.
We'll
Listen,
we'll
listen,
get
pause.
yeah.
Twin
He
Man
gonna
answer
land
this
his
question,
plane. He gonna
we're gonna be
land his
next.
plane. Mhm.
Who is
We're
the
going to
in your
land this
opinion, who's the
plane.
better point guard? Jason Kidd or Steph Curry?
I'm taking Kid.
All right, cool. Hey, it is what it is,
I'm,
man.
I'm, I'm talking about skills on the basketball court. Curry's the best offensive player out of all these players. But if we're talking about being a point guard, I'm sorry. Like, there's other point guards that are more dynamic than Curry. You understand what I'm saying, Sturdy? You just trying to start an argument.
He's trying to trap you, bro. That's
Yo,
I
basically what
know
he doing.
I'm just asking questions to
Hey,
provide clarity to the audience, to the
Sturdy,
I
you
world.
know what
think
you're
I'm trying
doing.
that.
to hold on, 20 minutes, 20. I'm trying to help your take from shaky to sturdy. That's all I'm trying to do, brother. That's all I'm trying to do.
You know what you're doing right now, bro, and it's not fair. You know Curry's offensive package puts him all time over all of these people we're talking about. But you know a point guard is more than just scoring. You know that, man. Stop that, Sturdy.
Hey, let me hear from Hood and Magic real quick. I know he been waiting, man. What do you think about all of this, bro? What do
I,
you
I
think about
I
it?
honestly think it's disingenuous, to Steph, because at the end of the day, if Steph leave the floor, his team is a below average offensive team. So at the end of the day, y'all penalizing Steph because y'all don't see assists, but y'all not seeing how many assists Steph is really accounted for because it doesn't show up in a box score. So I think that's where a lot of people be confused, and it's not a fair argument because once Steph leave the floor on the Golden State Warriors, they're below average offense. They're not above league average. Once he steps on the
What
floor,
what
their offense is
what,
above league average.
what
So
years are you referring to? What
I'm
years are you
referring
referring to when Steph Curry's off the court?
I'm referring to 2016. I'm
Mm-hmm.
referring to, okay, with KD 2017, 2018. Nah. 2019 when KD got hurt, if Steph ain't show up during that time in the playoffs, if he was off the floor, they would have not made it to game 6 in the finals. I'm talking about 2021 when Steph Curry was out there with a bunch of G League players, and before he got hurt, he had that team in the playoffs. I'm talking about that year. 2022, he led his team. In 2023, and this year he going to do it again. Like, Steph Curry's been doing this. If he leaves the court, that team is below average offensively, and we seen it
So
the
what was
year
the
that, and we seen it
I
the
have a
year
question.
that.
No, let
Hold
him
on,
finish.
hold
Let
on,
him finish, man.
hold on. We seen it the year that Steph Curry was hurt. He broke his hand, and Draymond was out there being the main playmaker. The Warriors were a lottery team. That's how they got Jonathan Kuminga. That's how they drafted Moses Moody, because Draymond couldn't get that offense off the ground without Steph Curry being out there. That's why I feel like the argument is disingenuous, and people, get at Steph for that reason. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, Steph is a point guard. If Steph's not out there, the Warriors offense is sunken. The team is sunken. With Steph out there, the Warriors is a contender, one of the best teams in the league. That's why I be feeling like y'all just be looking at box scores and assist stats, but don't really look at the impact of when Steph Curry's on the floor. How much space, the gravity, the just how much, like, how he can get somebody to blitz him and then Andrew Wiggins slide in for a free layup, like stuff like that, bro. And that ain't going to pop up on the box score. Draymond to get the assist, but who caught the blitz? Who caught two people? The chef, Curry, bro. And a lot of people just be disingenuous, bro. That's just how I feel. And to me, like I said, he's just a better player than Magic Johnson, better shooter, better dribbler, higher floor
what?
riser. He's a higher floor riser because he can
I
win
can't
with
take it no
Andrew
more. I can't take
Wiggins.
the blasphemy no more. Stop it.
Hold on, hold
Stop.
on. This
Stop right there.
he
That is
is,
it.
bro.
Let him finish, twin man.
1 minute, let him
No,
finish,
I
man.
will not allow
He
this
is, bro.
blasphemy
Hold
any
on.
longer.
1 minute, you gotta
Hold
let him
on.
finish, bro.
Hold on. You could feel his blasphemy, but we never seen Magic Johnson win with Andrew Wiggins as his second option. He had Kareem as his second option. We seen Steph Curry win with Klay Thompson as his second option. We seen him win with Harrison Barnes. We have not never seen Magic win without Kareem. So you cannot
Why
say
are
that
you
he's a higher floor riser than
like
somebody that could win with lesser talent and with a lesser team. Magic played with a lot of Hall of Famers. James Worthy,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Byron Scott, all these Hall of Famers. Who has
How
Steph
old
played
is
with?
he
Yes,
when
he had
Magic got
Clay,
there?
but Clay was a catch and shoot shooter. Clay is an off-ball player, catch and shoot shooter. Draymond Green is not a shooter. He's a playmaker. The reason that he is able to play make at the level is because they're going to double team and blitz Steph Curry, bro. So to me, Steph Curry is a higher floor riser because he could elevate lesser talent, like we seen with Jordan Poole. We seen Jordan Poole go to a whole nother level next to Steph Curry. And last year, we seen him on the Wizards, had the lowest plus minus on the league. So to me, Steph Curry is a higher floor riser than Magic Johnson. And I just think it's just bias, bro. People just hate the chef. They hate what he done. And it's just what it is, bro. Like, he's the greatest shooter of all time. And, you know, he changed the game, bro. You just can't diminish that impact, bro. When kids now the kids looking up to Curry because now they seen him do the night. So you're gonna see more kids do that. The global impact, the impact on the game, just the gravity, just what he does, bro, is just amazing, bro. And people, you know, look right past that, and you know they try to lower his level on an all-time ranking list. But at the end of the day, his impact is there, bro. And you know that's just how I feel. I mean, I got my opinion. Everybody else got their opinion, you know. So
Okay, so this is completely crazy. I understand Magic played with Kareem. Sturdy, how old was Kareem when Magic when he got to the Lakers?
How old was Magic or how old was Kareem?
How old was Kareem?
Like, no, he was like late 20s, early 30s, but we get the exact age.
When he played with Kareem?
Are you saying how old was Magic or how old was Kareem when he went to the Lakers?
How old was
Or Magic?
Kareem? How
Yeah,
old was
Kareem was
Kareem when he
32.
was on the Lakers?
Kareem was 32 when Magic was a rookie.
So we're not gonna pretend like he had prime Kareem. Not sitting here saying Kareem's a bum. I would never even insinuate that. But he didn't have prime Kareem. You're not
but he
wrong.
still had Kareem though. Curry only had Clay, and Clay is nowhere the level of Kareem, bro. And
Last
Curry,
time I
the
checked,
only
Klay
top
Thompson
player
one of the
Curry
best
played with
ever
was
to touch the
KD, bro.
basketball.
That's the
We're
only
not gonna
player
do
that
that.
he played with was KD.
We're not
That's
gonna
it.
do that. We're
And
not
when
gonna
he
act
played
like
with KD, the league was shut down. Nobody could beat him.
Hold up. What we're not gonna do is act like the Golden State Warriors didn't have like the best bench in the league for multiple years. What we're not gonna do is act like Klay Thompson isn't one of the best shooters of all time.
But is Klay Thompson an ISO player? Is he a player that's gonna go get his own bucket, or his buckets were predicated on movement?
Kareem. I need you to understand something, young man. Magic Johnson, with the lack of offensive bag, literally was able to lift anybody he played on the court with because you had to account for his elite playmaking. Meaning
he was passing to Kareem and James Worthy and Byron Scott. He's going to look amazing passing to those type of weapons, bro.
You had to account for
Steph
him.
Curry's the only weapon on his team, bro.
Didn't matter what
that could get his own bucket.
For him, the same way you had to account for Curry. You're really underrating that, and you're acting like Kareem and those Lakers teams didn't have to go up against the Boston Celtics. He was doing this against defensive-minded teams. So to sit here and pretend like he wasn't doing this against elite teams and against other elite competition is insane. That's number one.
To be quite honest, to be fair, the West wasn't that strong during Magic's time.
Why do you think I pointed to the best team he played against?
But didn't Kareem win a championship after he left Magic with the Bucks, or was that before?
It was before. It was before.
All right, so he proved without Magic before he could lead his team to a championship, and then with Magic he does it again. But when Magic, what he didn't do is he didn't prove he could win with Kareem and win a championship without Kareem. So how can we hold him to the level of a Steph Curry when Steph Curry has already proven he could win a championship with Andrew Wiggins as his second option? Now, are you going to tell me that Andrew Wiggins is on the same level as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? No. Steph Curry is just a higher floor riser. He's just a higher floor riser, and he can get more out of people that play next to him, like Andrew Wiggins.
Magic. Andrew Wiggins
can I say this? Can I say this real quick? the reason why, like me personally, like that's just your opinion, how you feel about it. But like me personally, the reason I'm talking about teammates because majority like teammates need other great players to win as many championships as they did. So yeah, Steph Curry still had Draymond Green and Klay Thompson who are Hall of
But
Famers.
Draymond Green was
I
washed
didn't,
though.
I didn't,
He was
I didn't
getting
interrupt
benched in
you.
the NBA
I
Finals,
didn't interrupt.
and Klay
I didn't
Thompson was
interrupt
not at the
you.
same
I didn't.
level. But I'm just saying
What?
the
Oh,
truth, bro. It's the truth.
okay. So
You gotta
okay.
say that because Draymond Green got benched in the
Mhm,
NBA Finals in Game 4, so it shows that his impact wasn't the same as it used to. You think in 2016 in the
mhm.
closing moments, Draymond Green would have got benched when Draymond was in his
No.
prime? No. And Klay Thompson, he had one good game in the finals, and that was Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Other than that, Klay Thompson didn't even average 20 points per game in the NBA Finals. Steph Curry
Let
averaged
Sturdy finish his, let
31.5
Sturdy finish
points
his
per
point, bro.
game in the finals.
Bro,
So it
let Sturdy
doesn't
finish his point, man.
it don't make sense, bro.
Bro,
It
let
just
Sturdy. He's hopped
Yeah,
out, but
yeah,
you should
yeah.
let him finish
Look,
his point, bro.
let's 30 finish, but that was a great take, Hood and Magic. But yeah, let him finish real quick.
I think he's
I think Sturdy,
dipped, man.
I think Sturdy dropped off.
He'll
I,
he'll be back. He'll be back.
Yeah,
it's,
but
It's like the
it's
third time he done left and
the
came back.
level of
Um,
I
but
need
yeah,
this young man to
there
reset
goes
on
30.
that.
Yep, I
Crazy.
told you he's back.
Yeah, my bad, my bad. So, yo, bro, let's try to show each other respect, bro. When you was talking, I didn't say nothing. When Twin Man trying to interrupt you, I was like, yo, let him finish, bro. That's how the conversation work. Respect the platform. So crazy. There's not streaming this on YouTube. We're streaming this on the platform too. All right. So let's just try to go back one at a time.
I
The
feel you.
reason,
I just don't
the
want you to
reason
just
why.
lie, bro. That's it. Don't just sit and
Okay.
lie and pat, bro. And say that
Okay.
Draymond and Clay was on the
hmm
same level as they was when they were in a prime when Curry won his last
hmm
championship, when that's not true. When Jordan
hmm
Poole and Andrew Wiggins was the second and third options on his team, bro.
hmm So that's why I want you to listen before you respond, because you will understand if you listen. I ain't say nothing what you just said right now. All I said was all-time great teams need all-time great players. All-time great players need all-time great teammates to win, to have a dynasty. That's just facts. Like look at all the dynasties in NBA history, which the Lakers were a dynasty in the 80s, the Warriors were a dynasty in the 2010s. They all had Hall of Fame teammates. I'm not going to downplay Curry because he didn't win without Klay Thompson or Draymond Green, who are Hall of Fame players. And another thing too, in that split action offense, that motion heavy offense, those guys are high IQ players, which supplemented Curry. Just same way as Magic played with high IQ players for his system, for the Showtime up and down system when he played with James Worthy and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Great players are great when they play with great players or bad players. They're still great. Like, for example, when you brought up in 2021, when Steph Curry was still great, despite his team dealing with injuries and rookies, he still was an all-time great player. Same thing for Magic in 1991, when Kareem wasn't there, when James Worthy and Byron Scott were dealing with injury, he still was impactful enough to get his team to the finals. Is
Exactly.
because, like we just said, like we illustrated earlier, both these guys have skill sets that, from a consensus standpoint, are viewed as the greatest, and they optimize that. Steph Curry being the greatest shooter of all time, Magic being perceived as the greatest passer of all time. Those guys optimize that and weaponize that to an extreme degree to make multiple guys on their team stress offensively. Passing, when you are a great passer, you're not just a threat on the floor. Everybody on your team is a threat to score on the floor because your ability to exploit the defense habits. And it's the same thing for Steph Curry, where they exploit the defense habits on the off ball. So, to get simply put, bro, I don't want to waste time talking about their teammates. I want to talk about how great those players are, because great players going to be great whether they're playing with bad teammates or great teammates. That's simple. I'll be
I
back in
feel
five
you.
minutes.
I, I feel what he was saying. I feel that, but I feel like it's still an argument because that's who they out there playing with, his teammates. And I feel like the teammates that Steph Curry had compared to Magic Johnson, it wasn't even close. Steph Curry had lesser teammates than Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson
So
had a starting lineup
Alex,
full of Hall of Famers. So I could pass the ball to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and he gonna give me an efficient 28 points. Who on Steph Curry's team that on Steph Curry's team right now or in the past, other than KD, that can give you a consistent 28 points per game on a consistent basis and
So
take the scoring load
you're
from
trying
Steph Curry. That's all I'm saying, bro. I just feel like it's not fair. That's why I said it doesn't make sense.
First ballot Hall of Famer. You're diminishing these first ballot Hall of Famers.
Who's a first ballot Hall of Famer? Who's a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Draymond Green.
Okay, how many points did Draymond Green average in all their runs? Did he average over 10 points per game?
I ain't gonna lie, it don't matter.
Be real, bro. Like Magic Johnson. Just be real, bro. Magic Johnson had multiple people in his team that could go get 20 points per game. Curry doesn't have that. Clay does give you 20 every now and then, but he's not going to consistently give that to you. So Curry has to play.
Hold in, Magic. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It don't matter about points, bro. Just to get into the Hall of Fame, bro.
How do you win basketball games, bro? You gotta score points. Curry's averaging 31 points per game, and Draymond is averaging 10 points per game. Who's gonna help with the scoring load?
This is a whole new argument now. Because now we're arguing the Hall of Fame now.
Because y'all making it seem like Draymond Green is just a top 50 player, bro. He's not, bro. This dude is. But
you can't lie that he's not a Hall of Famer.
He's not top 50, bro. Or Klay Thompson's not even top 75, bro. These are not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because since it's top 3, bro.
I feel
Magic played with somebody, but they're still top 3, bro.
Hall of Famers.
Y'all overrate. Y'all just overhyping them to just diminish Steph Curry, bro.
He said we're overhyping Hall of Fame players. This is crazy,
bro.
I'm not saying. I'm saying y'all putting them on the level of their top 25, top 50 players, bro.
Klay Thompson.
Bro, who's better, James Worthy or Klay Thompson, bro? Who's better, James Worthy or Klay?
You're doing that. We're not doing that.
That's what I'm saying.
Sitting here saying, stop diminishing this man's Hall of Fame.
I'm not diminishing Klay Thompson or Draymond Green, but I'm just saying y'all holding them to levels like they top 10 or top 50 players, bro, when they're not, bro. That's the truth.
Bro,
do you know what I'm doing? I'm holding them to the Hall of Fame status they've created for themselves through their play for all the years they've been in the NBA. You're comparing them to Kareem. You're comparing them to James Worthy. None of us did that. That's you.
Because that's who Magic was playing with, bro. He was playing with Kareem. He was playing with James Worthy.
Is that Magic's fault, though? That's like saying
I'm not saying it's Magic's fault, but what I'm saying is
play with Shaq. That's exactly saying that.
I'm just saying it's more impressive that Curry led his two so-called two Hall of Fame teammates to the same, almost the same amount of success when Magic had way more talent, way more better players next to him.
But you know what you're doing.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You know what you're doing though, Hood and Magic.
Yeah. So crazy. Did you hear what he just said? He said Steph Curry led his Hall of Fame teammates. So did Magic. What are you talking about? He led his Hall of Fame.
But did he lead them? Did he lead them in scoring though?
It's not all about scoring though.
What's the point of the game? You got to score the most points to win. So who took the scoring load? Curry has the scoring load. He also has the playmaking role.
Okay. With that same, hold on. With that same logic,
carrying his team better, and he's a higher floor raiser because he can actually carry the scoring load. Magic couldn't.
Okay, let me say this. Let me say this real quick. With that same logic, because you keep going to scoring, right? Why didn't Curry outscore KD in those finals then?
I mean, it's simple. It's simple as this, bro. If you got two great threats on the floor, the other team gotta put attention to take away one of the threats for you to win. That's basketball. So if the team, like Ty Lue said, hold on, bro, like the Cavs coach said, we were worried about Steph Curry. We were going to double Steph Curry. So if you're going to take Steph Curry out, you're going to send two at him. You expect Steph Curry to average 35 points a game? No, he's not going to do that. But if KD got Richard Jefferson, and he's, LeBron James, when he want to guard him, J.R. Smith and all these dudes, and he's in one-on-one coverage, his efficiency is going to look better. That's why we have not seen ever since KD left Steph Curry. He has not reached them heights. He has not averaged 35 points per game in no NBA series, no playoff series, or nothing. We just
hold on. You said that he didn't what?
3 years.
You said he didn't average what?
I said he didn't average 35 points per game one time ever since he left Stephen Curry in no playoff series.
If you round
was not
up,
able to
he averaged 30
performances. But I'm saying he has not reached that efficiency. He has not reached that efficiency. He has not won. He got swept 2 times in 3 years, bro.
But you're mentioning the Nets, bro. When Kyrie was injured and James Harden was injured, the Suns. Okay, I'll give you the Suns. But the Nets, you can't mention the Nets, bro. He was
How can I mention the Nets, bro?
Giannis,
when at the end of the day, in the overtime. Go ahead, bro.
Let me say this real quick. Giannis wouldn't even get a ring if that shot, if his foot wasn't on the line.
That's what I'm saying with KD. It's a whole lot of ifs. But didn't KD have a chance to revenge that shot in overtime and he scored 0 points in overtime? Yes, he did, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
He was gassed, though, bro. Like
he's going to look better and average more points when he's getting less attention, bro. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm going to give you, though, is the following year when he got cooked by the Celtics, right? I'll give you that. And I'll give you the Suns. And but you still didn't answer my question, though, because you keep going to scoring.
Hold on, bro. I want to say this though, real quick. Let me say this though, real quick. Listen. That same year that KD got swept by the Celtics, that Celtics team, it was amazing defense. The Celtics made it all the way to the finals, and he met up with Steph Curry. What happened in that finals? Steph Curry absolutely terrorized the Boston Celtics, bro. Something KD couldn't do.
Thank you, Sturdy. See, I told you he did it again, bro.
So KD averaged 35 points per game versus the Bucks.
Look at this. I told you he averaged like 30 something. I keep telling you this. And then another
he might have averaged 35 points per game, but I'm saying, did they win? Because when KD did it, hold on.
Now the goalpost shifts again.
No, I'm not shifting the goalpost. I'm being real.
Everyone mute
when
your
KD
mic
averaged 35 points per game with the Warriors, he won a championship. But he averaged 35 points per game versus the Bucks. Did he win? No, he lost.
No, and then he did it. He did it again against the Heat. His first finals, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
He did it again.
He replicated. He would have won. That's all I'm saying. And I don't have nothing against KD. I think KD is an amazing player.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is y'all overhyping KD because KD.
How we overhyping KD? KD's a great player.
He has not won nothing ever since he left the Warriors, bro. How are you this great?
That's fine, but he's still a great player, bro.
Hold on, bro. Let me say this. You praise Kobe because he won 2 rings without he won 2 rings without Shaq, right? If Kobe ain't win those 2 rings without Shaq, he'll be held to a different standard than where he is now, right or wrong.
I praise Kobe. I praised Kobe before. I praised Kobe before, though.
Without Shaq, Kobe could get it done.
Bro, I'm telling you, Kobe
can't get it done. So that's why I feel like y'all overhyping and overrating KD, bro.
That's because KD keeps moving around, bro. That's why he ain't gonna win.
So KD don't got no help. That's what y'all saying.
No, I'm not saying that. The reason,
real quick, bro.
Yeah,
let's make something clear. Let's make something perfectly clear. I don't care how much of a Steph Curry stan you are.
I'm not even a Steph Curry stan, bro. I'm not even Kevin Durant. Stand, bro. I'm just
basketball skill.
Look at the efficiency.
Not better than Kevin Durant. He's not.
Bro,
so he's not.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, Hood of Magic. You are moving the goalpost, though.
I'm moving the goalpost by saying that even if he averaged 35 points per game in the NBA Finals, even if he averaged that and he didn't get the win when he did it versus the Bucks, how is that duplicating his greatness when he didn't get the win, bro? They play basketball. These players play basketball to win, bro.
So you're telling me the only time
Harden was injured. Kyrie was injured. You expect the man to do it by himself? No player did it by himself, bro.
Right. This is crazy.
Like,
But how did Steph Curry do it with Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole then?
and then if you want to say,
Has KD ever won with
hmm?
teammates like that as his second and third option? Has he ever did
Why
it?
are you making it seem like Andrew Wiggins
He
is a
has
bum?
never done it, bro. This the thing.
And why you
Y'all
got
always be talking like
on
KD
that
is at this high standard, bro. When he is really not,
craziest
he's
stuff I've
not
ever
bro,
that,
heard, bro?
bro.
bro,
He's not.
with those two rings, bro. If when
Curry won
KD
twice without,
retires,
bro.
when KD
Period.
retires, he will be in that range that I told y'all in the beginning of the stream, bro. 12 to 15, bro. That's where he's gonna be at. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter.
I mean, you right. He is going to end up 12 to 15. But like I said, it's just like you
Everybody
can't
left because of
duplicate
you,
that
running back.
greatness. That's
That's
all I'm saying.
crazy.
I'm just saying.
Everybody, I didn't even get to hear from Ace from the UK, man. But yeah, another question you got to answer for me though, brother. What do you think about the Curry and Kobe debate? What do you think about that? Because were you here in the beginning?
Yeah, when y'all was talking about Kobe and Curry.
Yeah, the Jeff Teague thing. If he wins another ring, he'll be in the same conversation as Kobe. What do you think about that?
I mean, I'll actually agree. Like, what else do this man got to do? He got to win 7 championships to get his credit, bro, to be top 10. Like, what do this man has to do? Like, if he win another championship in the Finals MVP, you definitely got to put him, up there with Kobe, bro. Like, they matched each other in rings. They matched each other in Finals MVPs. If the Warriors win again, like, it's a no-brainer, bro. Especially because Curry is a way more efficient offensive player. You know what I mean? Like it. I mean, that's just how I feel. Like, and I feel like a player that got the highest scoring responsibility should be rated over players that doesn't take on that responsibility, because the goal of a basketball game is to score the most points, bro. So if, like I said, with Magic, he didn't have to take on an offensive load. He didn't have to do that. He had Kareem to do that. Curry has to do that on the Warriors because Draymond Green barely gonna give you 10 points a game. And then Klay Thompson, he'll give you 28 one game, and then he'll give you a nice 13 another game. So Curry has to take on that offensive responsibility, offensive load. How can he be the playmaker averaging 12 assists when he got to be the main shooter, the main scorer? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like people be biased, bro. And it's just bias.
I feel you on that, man. But man, we went from Magic to KD. Like, that's crazy. Everyone said they'll be back, but I get what you're saying, bro. I get Curry is a great player. I get it. The amount of gravity that he gets, we've seen it in the Olympics, we've seen it in finals over and over again. I was just trying to use your logic on you, bro, because you kept emphasizing the scoring. And when KD was brought up, I was just telling you why Curry didn't get to 30 while playing with KD.
But wait, so all right, if we playing averages, what did Curry average in 2017 final? Hold on. Let me say
you
this.
started the averages though.
Hold on, I'm about to be real.
Okay,
Listen.
go ahead.
So in school, you was taught when you at 5, you rounded up to the 3, right? If you at 2.5, that's 3. So in the NBA Finals, Curry averaged 27.7 or something like that in the 2017 NBA Finals. So
What did
that's
KD
30,
average though? What did KD average?
Okay, KD averaged 35, but Curry still
Okay,
averaged 30.
what
That's
did
what I'm
what
saying.
did KD
Curry,
do
hold on.
before Curry though? What
Hold
did
on, bro.
KD do before Curry?
Hold on, bro. Just let me talk. Just let me talk real quick, because
Okay.
I'm
Go ahead.
trying to get my point across. What's what I'm saying? I'm just saying this. In them NBA Finals, Curry in 2017, he down there averaged a triple double, bro. A triple double, 27, 8, and 9. So he averaged 10 assists in the NBA Finals. You can say that. So just because KD averaged 8 more points a game doesn't mean that he was just so much better if Curry still averaged down there a triple double. That's the thing with awards and stuff, bro. And that's why, you know, all these arguments keep going on and on.
Hey,
because of
hold that right there. I'm gonna let let's let H go.
Yeah, man.
H, go ahead,
Man.
my brother.
Salute, man. Yeah, man. Everything the guy said, I'm not gonna lie and won't say I don't agree with him. It's I think it comes to a point now in time where we have to really analyze these the older players. Very, very we have to scrutinize them a lot in terms of their skill, in terms of their ability, in terms of being better. I think Steph Curry's a lot better. I think all the modern players are a lot better than Magic Johnson and just that era in general. In terms of greatness now, that's a whole nother conversation. I agree with what the guy said who's been talking for a while in terms of I do value the ability to generate your own points through scoring rather than playmaking. A lot of people they harp on Magic Johnson's playmaking, and he did say this, so I won't repeat the point or go into a lot of it. But the players that Magic Johnson played with are all-time worldly. A lot of them are top 50 easily, all-time worldly. And if you actually watch the games, and that's what he was alluding to. When you watch highlights of Magic Johnson, you see the flashy passes and all of the behind the back passes and over the head passes. But when you actually watch the games, a lot of his points are just generated from he's at the high post or he's at the top of the key. Kareem's 7'3", 7'4". He just lobs it to Kareem and Kareem goes to work and it classes as an assist. 2 bounces, skyhook, that's an assist. You do that 4 times a game, 5 times a game, that's 5 assists. But do you class that as Magic Johnson doing the work, or do you class that as Kareem doing the work? That's the question. I don't class that as Magic Johnson doing the work.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I class that as Kareem doing the work. Kareem in terms of, how can I say it, in terms of a bucket getter or in terms of efficiency of scoring, he's definitely up there in terms of just the sky hook as one of the pivotal moves in basketball. But in terms of greatness, I'm just of the notion that Steph has surpassed him now, just for the fact of not just the gameplay. The gameplay is debatable. Some people can say Magic for his overall impact. The one thing I do disagree with the guy who's been speaking is I do think Magic is a higher floor raiser. I'm not gonna lie. His floor raise, he can set the table a lot better. And that is a part of floor raising, putting the pieces together. I think Steph Curry I think he's the cherry on the cherry on the cake. If everything's in place and everything's well, he sweetens the deal. I do think Steph Curry has a higher ceiling and he can go a lot more infernal. But let's just put it this way: when the game has changed now and it's gone to the modernized way of basketball, Steph Curry is the epitome of modern day basketball. You can't talk about this style of basketball without mentioning Steph Curry. He's the poster boy of this, and he's taken the game. I look at basketball from how much does your level of play impact the game globally and impact the next players coming over. Steph Curry's legacy also obviously it's generated by his play and his accolades also, but just that style of play has took the game of basketball to a whole new level now. It's opened the field so much now to the point that I personally think in terms of if you're looking for a scorer in this league now, it's probably a lot easier to get someone who's 6'2" and can play that type of style now than looking for someone 6'8", 6'9", because a lot more people are smaller in life in general. And Steph Curry's shown the ability that you don't have to be 7 foot, you don't have to be 6'9" built like LeBron, you don't have to be 6'11" built like Durant. You can just be a normal average guy and still reach the heights of GOAT status or top 10 status or wherever you have him at all-time great. And I think to me that's a testament of his ability. Anyway, that's me done, man.
So H, before you go,
I'm not even mad at that.
just to clarify, are you who had a bigger financial impact on the game of basketball? Magic or Steph Curry?
Financial.
Mm-hmm.
Financial. You
Smart.
talking in terms of
Because financial.
you talking
Because
about in terms of revenue or terms of percentage?
I'm talking about all right. Let me just encompass everything. Who had a bigger impact on marketing for the NBA and the game of basketball? Steph Curry or Magic Johnson?
Okay, I answer the question because I know what you mean. Magic took the NBA out of debt. Simple as, man. That's why I said it's apples and oranges. I'm not gonna throw Magic's legacy down the toilet because without him and Larry Bird, but more importantly him, you number one, you don't have the NBA. The NBA is still in debt. And number two, you don't have the Lakers. He's the foundation of the Lakers, him and Kareem. So I agree with you 100%. In terms of global impact now and new money generation, new money value and revenue, Steph Curry's took this to a whole nother level, man. Like it's not even close right now. To the point that when you actually look at the value of the Golden State Warriors as a team, I think before the boom of Steph Curry, they weren't even in the top 20. They were probably around 15, 20. Now
Oh
they're in
yeah,
the top five. It's
yeah. We talked
ridiculous.
about that. We talked
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that, but we just disagree on like the amount of impact, the technology boom impact from San Francisco, San Diego, the entire Silicon Valley had with the Golden State Warriors, which it had a significant part, but we ain't got to get into that right now. But
yeah.
nah, I only reason I asked that age because as terms of greatest, you do take into account marketability and off the court impact and how it progresses the game. And from a global standpoint, and this is a nice transition because we're finally closing the chapter on Olympics. Magic don't get enough credit for the Dream Team. A lot of people don't know majority of the guys who played on the Dream Team did not want to play on the Dream Team.
Mm-hmm.
One, because of money, and number two, some of those guys already won, so they didn't felt a need to do so. But Magic was the catalyst, based off articles in the documentary, to recruiting those guys. As a matter of fact, David Stern said in his book and his own documentary, the biggest tipping scale what made the game global wasn't necessarily one man like Michael Jordan. It was the dream team in terms of displaying the actual talent the NBA has, and which inspired many other players around the world going forward. So, simply put, I think I think I think Steph has the on-court impact because a more accurate description of Steph Curry's impact is the fact that defenses have to be spread so thin because of him. Not so much the 3-point boom because the 3-point boom is already happening
Mm-hmm.
with or without him. But off the court, it like you said before, is Magic Johnson, bro. Like we don't even get like I don't think people understand because of the feud between Magic and Bird. Games is on tape delay. Like I don't think people understand like how much detriment that was of that time, especially the competition they had to deal with during the '80s of other sports. So it just like you said, bro. It just depends on your preference and your criteria on determining who you think is greater or better.
Yeah, definitely. One thing I say in terms of 1992, and this goes back, and I agree with you, but that goes back down to Magic Johnson's personality. The ultimate table setter. He was able to bring everyone together. He was able to bring the kitchen cloth, the plates, the knife and fork, cutlery, and all of that. But we all know that was just for one. That was just to set the stage for one person, and we're gonna be honest, man. That was to set the stage for Air Jordan to take flight. And that again, that took the NBA to a whole nother level. But obviously, Magic Johnson took a pivotal point in that. But we know that that whole stage, if they didn't do that, it was all 92 was. I think again, that was on the back of Jordan's 3P as well. All that
No, it was in
was
the middle. It was
in
no,
the
it was right in the
middle.
middle, right in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But we know that that was the passing of the baton onto onto Michael Jordan. That era was
Hmm.
dying out. Larry Bird's old now. Magic Johnson's obviously going through what he's going through. They needed a new guy to take this to the next level, and they chose it to be Jordan. Likely
And
so, the game
right.
matched. But how I look at it with Steph Curry was, and I think Hearn brought it up on one of the shows. That was out of nowhere. Steph Curry was literally out of nowhere. Last time I seen Steph Curry, he was getting his ankles broken by Eric Gordon, man. Snapped his ankles, man.
Yep, he was getting dropped off, bro. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
man,
lie.
he was getting chopped, bro.
Remember
Gordon
this
hitting me
though?
back in and out. Oh,
Brandon Jennings, 55 on him.
yeah, man. But then out of nowhere, man, like he just started blowing up. And then once they got Steve Kerr, don't get me wrong, I don't think Steve Kerr really did anything, to be fair. I just think Steve Kerr really said, go out and play, man. I'll take the handcuffs off you. Whereas Mark Jackson actually gave him put handcuffs on him. Whereas I think Steve Kerr just said, go and play in it and just do your off-ball moves. And that, I mean, it's off-ball movement and the ball handling movement. And I think that's what's changed the game. Steph Curry's not only an elite player on the ball, he's elite off the ball. He's up there with the best of them off the ball and on the ball. And that just creates a level of chaos. You know how fit you have to be not only playing on the ball, shooting off the ball, but then you've got to pass it to Draymond Green, and then you're running an action play, and the action play is for you, and you're doing all the running. You're running through the screens. You're running off the pin downs. You're running off the floppy plays. And not only does that, he also does screens for other people. You know how taxing that is on your body? He's probably
They said on average, like around at least the majority of Steph Curry's prime, they said on average he was running at least half a mile more than the average NBA player on a per game basis.
Yeah, man. Like that's ridiculous. Like whether you have Magic Johnson or not, but if you have him better, so be it. I can't argue that, because as much as I'm an advocate for Steph Curry because he's took it to a new level, you can't hate on Magic Johnson, man. Like at the end of the day, he did his thing. But I think now, and you already know because we've spoken about this offline, Sturdy. You can't have Michael Jordan, you can't have Magic Johnson, you can't have the Larry Birds and whatnot. They can't be on that pedestal now if you're trying to push the new NBA. The new NBA now isn't how content's consumed now. It's not consumed how it was back then. It's through highlights, it's through stats, it's through listening to someone on First Take telling you what happened in the game instead of watching it yourself. You can't continue to have the MJs, the Magics, the Birds and whatnot, because it's a different type of content. You're consuming content very differently. You have to have the Steph Currys. Sorry, go on, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You 100% right. You can't let the past be an anchor to your progression. But at the same time, you can't just give it away either. Think of transitions, right? And we talked about this offline. And so crazy. Anybody that tell you this, anybody that tell you different, what I'm about to say now, they delusional. They only been four faces of the league. There's been Bird and Magic, Jordan, and LeBron James. And H, you notice, right? Those guys as the faces wasn't just like the perfect personification of their era, but also the quality in terms of marketing as well as all around play got better. So they didn't just give it to LeBron. He had to get to that level for them to give it to him. And so I do agree with you from a marketability standpoint, especially from attention from the media. That anchor in the past. You acknowledge it, you respect it, but you can't let that be an anchor. But at the same time, for these players, they have to get to a level so great where once you transition to that, it's in good hands and only continue to progress the game. Because I remember, before Wemby rookie season, if you remember, some of the talks was, damn, who is going to be the face? Because some of the guys have now, they might not have everything that we're looking for. Some guys have the play, but don't have the markability. Some guys have the markability, but don't have the discipline. So it's like, who is that guy before then Wemby came along, had his rookie season? Now people believe he could be the first international player to be the face of the NBA. And so to wrap it up, like the young players coming up, any players coming up, they have to be great enough on the court and off the court, so that when the baton is passed to you, you can continue to progress the game forward.
Definitely. But you see, like the young players coming up now, and we always talk about this. They're looking to the Steph Currys, man. That again, I've heard this been said so many times, and I know, especially in America, it's true, and in parts of Europe. I'm not too sure about, maybe at a younger level in the UK, it might be like that as well. But it used to be players, young guys were trying to dunk. So when you're 11, 12, you wanted to try and dunk. You want everything. You just were trying to grow, jump higher, and so you can dunk. It's moved on from that now. People are trying to hit that free in your face, man. People, instead of on a layup, but instead of a fast break going for the dunk, they're pulling up for a free, man. Like, that's the Steph Curry effect. They have the butterfly effect. This is the Steph Curry effect. Like, he's literally changed how the game is played and how the game's even analyzed. Like, I've seen some, and you've probably seen that from a technical basketball standpoint. I've seen some of the dumbest plays on earth in the NBA. In FIBA, no, but in the NBA, I've seen some dumb plays. However, because of the effect of Steph Curry, that's viewed as a good play. That's viewed as oh yeah, you made the right read there.
Oh no, that's not. It's not because of Steph. It's more so because of analytics. And I'm already working on. I'm already working on an extensive article on the pros and cons of analytics. Simply put, one of the biggest cons of analytics, it made preparation and some coaching philosophies lazy. To the point now, you will develop a system where there's chances where in the offense, a guy can end up with a shot from the 3-point line who shouldn't be shooting. There's a new study now. A professor and a coach from Syracuse did a study where now, because of so many guys who not good at threes taking threes, they're actually lowering the value of the three. And so that's just one of the cons. Yeah, that's one of the cons, and it's similar to the Warriors system. That's why I keep telling people with the split action, they not only optimize Steph gameplay and skill, but also people forget you have to be a high IQ player to play in that system the Golden State Warriors was in.
Mm-hmm.
And so people don't understand that nuance of the game. It's like something to the boxing. Like when you ever try to explain boxing to people, you're really starting from the nuances of it and then rippling out. But for basketball, they start from the outside and try to go back in. And so that's why I'm always trying to fight this narrative. Like Steph Curry did change the game, but not the way people are saying it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only because people don't understand the concepts of and the impact of simply teams. I don't know what it is about basketball discourse. They try to individualize it so much when reality, like it's to a point now, one-on-one is viewed as a game when reality is just a drill.
One-on-one is the game, but you know why that is, man. Blame Mr. Jordan, man. Blame him, man. You already know.
It wasn't Jordan. I don't blame Jordan. I blame it was Stern.
It was Jordan. Well, it was Stern marketing of Jordan. Yeah, of course, but it's still it was still predicated off Michael Jordan's ability. The 80s was based on team ball, but again, you always need a hero to boost how can I say marketability and commercial revenue. You always need a hero. They had the rivalry.
And also,
go on, bro.
And exactly that. The rivalries are always important. But I just want to say this before I gotta get out of here. Another thing too, LeBron is having an impact on is preparation. Like KD talked about this, Ant talked about this, even some of the rookies coming in talked about this. They are so at all what LeBron's doing in terms of his longevity. People are starting to take preparation more serious at an earlier age.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're starting to see teenagers not only have their own AAU teams, whatever, they also starting to hire trainers.
Mm-hmm.
They also start to take their nutrition more serious. But back then, especially for our generation, coming up, you still eat junk food, as long as you're active, you still all right. Now teens today are saying, no, I need to invest in my preparation and recovery financially at an earlier age. And to me, that impact goes to guys like LeBron, and Kobe was on the way to doing that. It just is unfortunate passing.
Nah, I was gonna just say that. I was bounced off the back of that. Who did LeBron get that from? That 2008 Olympics changed LeBron. It changed Wade. It changed, boss. They got that
It
from
did,
Kobe.
man.
The
And
problem
they,
is, and I agree with you. Those 4 players who you mentioned,
man, Sturdy was cooking. I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie, man.
he
But
was
yeah, I
the
feel
last.
you.
They got that of Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned with the top 5, the top 4 players with Bird,
Mm-hmm.
Magic, Jordan, then LeBron. The 5th one, and it
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to be him. It was Kobe, but
It was Kobe.
Kobe messed up with obviously
Yeah, the
the
Denver situation.
allegations.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
It's
can't push
sad.
that.
It's sad, bro. But
So
you're
a lot of his
definitely right, H.
yeah.
08 changed everybody on that team because Wade, you could say that was his MVP season. He should have had the MVP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um Melo went to the Western Conference Finals after
Mm-hmm.
the Olympics. Um, who else? Braun, he won an MVP after
Mm-hmm.
'09.
I think that was
So all of them,
I
man.
think that was Chris Paul's best season.
Man,
Dwight Howard
Chris
made that next
Paul,
step, and
Dwight
then
Howard went to
the
the
next step,
finals.
yeah.
Like, bro, you are not lying. And Moose said the same thing on his show yesterday. So I mean, where that was a great question that you said though, man. Like, where did he get it from? Where did LeBron get that from? You know what I'm saying?
See, the thing with LeBron is this, and it's a blessing and it's a curse. LeBron is
Mm.
I'd say he's a very smart man. He has a
Yeah, he is.
marketing team. Has a marketing team. I wouldn't say he's intelligent because intelligent. I think Kobe's intelligent. I think
Mm.
Kobe he could adapt to anything that he wanted. He could be a scientist he wanted to, a poet, philosopher. I think LeBron's business smart. LeBron's had a marketing team from the minute he stepped in the NBA. I think the year after he sacked his agent and created his own team. He's always had his ears to the street and he used social media to build his brand. So the things that he learned from other NBA players, he's pushed it in social media and he's given us an insight to the training, to all of that. So it makes it look like he's the one who really did it. But when you listen to people like Gilbert Arenas and you listen to other NBA players, you find out that certain players like Kobe was already doing this. The problem is Kobe didn't really mess with the media.
Mm.
So when you hear about him, I think it was you should listen to one of Gilbert Arenas' podcasts when he was training with Kobe. There's one where they're on the beach and they got to keep on running. And Kobe said, we're running till we see the blue house. And they're running for ages, 2
Oh
miles,
yeah, I
3
remember that
miles in.
story.
And Arenas is like, yo, I bet there's no blue house, man. He's messing with my head. Eventually, there's a
Right.
blue house. But imagine that though. He's just making it up until you see the blue house like it's some cryptic message. Like these are the things that prepare your mind. Like I'm running till I see the blue house. Is there a blue house? Is there not a blue house? So when you're on that court and the pressure comes and they're saying, miss that shot, calling you R word, this, some places they call you an M word, all of these things. Because you've silenced and you broke your mind to a whole nother point, you become cerebral, you become like an assassin. So you blank all of that stuff out. And
Yeah.
you're just hitting
Hold.
buzzer beater shot,
Yeah.
killer shots. That's why when LeBron
Uh-huh.
was in the All-Star game and he went to pass the shot, Kobe said, what on earth are you doing?
Right.
Take the shot. Take the shot.
Fact.
And that's what he needed to do. Once he said what LeBron's problem was because he's always trying to make the best play, or he's always so
He's always thinking about what to do.
He's calculated is the word.
Right. Yeah,
He's
that's the
always
great word.
he has the fear factor of what if it goes wrong? So I'm gonna give it to someone else.
Facts.
So they don't hold, so I don't hold that heat. Kobe's like, forget that. Make the shot, and if you miss it, so be it. Live with it. Because when you have that eating up inside, it builds you. Okay, I ain't gonna miss the next one. You miss the next one. Okay, I ain't gonna miss the next. It builds something in you. That's why now, like I said, Kobe's the last samurai for me. Because now when I see the people who have been connected to Kobe, like especially with LeBron and all that, when they want to turn it up to a next level, like LeBron against the Clippers and all that, and then LeBron in FIBA now, when they want to turn it up to a next level, they can turn it up to a next level. These cats now, they can't turn it up to a next level. LeBron, KD, Curry, they've been connected to that how can I say that line of NBA players where they can just zone out and take it to our next level. These other guys, their mind ain't wired like that, man. Their mind's wired on these Instagram girls just making the money, and I'm playing to look good. I'm not playing to win. Whereas
Right.
now their man who are connected to that golden thread of legacy, they're playing to win. Once you get the hunger to win,
Mm-hmm.
man, you can't ever lose, man. Only problem is that
Yeah.
with
Hold.
anyway, I've said a lot, man. You go on, bro.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second though. Let's fill them in real quick. We talked about how now that you know Curry won the Olympics, right? Everyone is talking about how he's better than Magic. He can, if he wins another ring, he'll be in the same talks as Kobe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, we talked about that, and that was a whole hour we talked about that. So right now we're talking about Kobe. Yeah, we're talking about Kobe right now. We talked about Magic earlier, so we talked about it all, man. So RJD podcast, let me know if Curry is better than Magic, and if Curry wins another ring, would he be better on the all-time rankings against Kobe? That's
I'm
what we
gonna
were talking about. But
just say this, and
H,
then
you was
I'm gonna leave
cooking.
it with
H,
you.
I ain't gonna lie, H.
Now I'm gonna leave you with this,
You
man,
doing your thing, man.
and then I'm a dip, bro. But yeah, man,
Okay.
God bless the podcast, man, always. But yo,
Mm-hmm.
when you look at when you was younger and you used to
Mm-hmm.
take that shot and like you used to do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or you throw in
Oh
tissue
yeah.
in the bin. What did you
Mm-hmm.
used to say when you took the shot?
I used to say Kobe.
Okay. What are the kids saying now?
Curry, right?
Okay. You see
Yeah.
that the passing of the baton there?
Yeah, the passing of
So,
the torch, yeah.
so he's definitely in the conversation. I don't know. I won't say he's me. I don't think he's better than Kobe. I don't think he's better than Kobe. I think Kobe is in terms of skill and attributes and technical, just the purity of the game. Kobe is definitely he's top 5, bro. But in terms of greatness and legacy and everything, what else comes into the greatest? Because greatness isn't just stats. Greatness takes in a lot of different things as well. I think he can definitely sit at the table. He can definitely sit at the table. And when it's all said and done, we don't know when Curry's going to retire, man. Curry might retire at 40. Who knows? There
Right.
might be a very different conversation. We'll have probably a very different conversation, man. Like a lot of people are going to be pushing this narrative that he is better than Kobe. Kobe, God bless the dead, he can no longer write, man. It's over, man. He can't write his story no more. But Curry's still writing his story. So he's definitely he's definitely can sit at the table with Kobe right now. But will he be better? Will people say he's greater? Only time will tell, but he's definitely at the table. I think there's a few guys who I think Mike, LeBron, and Bill Russell, and maybe Kareem and Will, they're in a league of their own.
Mm-hmm.
They can say things about the game that no one else can say. Wilt can say, like, literally, he's still got records what have not been broken. Kareem, in terms of his longevity at the time and just his dominance of the game. Again, he's gonna might be faded out now though because of what LeBron's done. Jordan in just terms of his overall impact. Bill Russell in terms of his winning and just winning through adversity. LeBron now again with the longevity. But
Mm-hmm.
they can talk about things that no one else can. Their legacy is so unique. They when it comes to certain categories and criterias, they're number one. They can sit in a room all on their own, man. The rest
Mm-hmm.
of them, they can't sit in a room all on their own. So I'd say from about Magic, Bird, Curry, Duncan, Shaq, Hakeem, they can all sit at a table and how can I say have fleshed this out. But there's only one person who I think who can really stand out and say, you know what, I did it my way. I did it my way. And that's Curry. Kobe can't say he did it his way because he kind of mimicked Jordan's game. Bird
Yeah,
and
he did.
Magic, yeah, Bird and
Yeah,
Magic can't really say they did it their way. Because
right,
I'll
right.
be honest, they're kind of when you actually watch them properly, they're kind of carbon copies of each other, really. They can't really say they
Yeah,
did it
and
the right way.
you saying MJ and Kobe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing that people knock Kobe for, because he didn't do it his way. He copied MJ and just, the skills that Kobe has, man. He just kept working. And another thing, why I believe, I love Kobe, man. He's one of my favorite players, man. But like when it comes to the GOAT debate, bro, he cannot be in the GOAT debate because, for one, for me, I feel like he played a Robin role in his early years, right? That's one.
Mm-hmm.
And two, yes, he won championships without Shaq, but we can't, that's another thing that he's knocked for, playing with Shaq, right? But like, if you played a Robin role, bro, in any point of your career, I don't think you can be in a GOAT debate, bro. You just can't.
I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear that.
And that's what it is to me. And I love Kobe though. He's my favorite player, bro. And any
Kobe,
moment I can change him from where I have him and put him anywhere I want to. But when it comes to like the GOATs, man, yeah, he's one of the GOATs. But if it's the GOAT in a GOAT conversation, you can't have somebody that played a Robin role, bro.
where do you have Kobe in your
I'm
rankings? So,
I got Kobe top 5 for me.
okay.
I got Kobe top 5, but I just can't put him like number 1, 2, or 3. I just can't. I just feel like
that makes sense, bro. I understand. You
yeah.
can't have him over Jordan because
I can't have him over Jordan. I can't have him over LeBron, over Kareem,
Yeah, I hear that, bro. Like I rate that because obviously that again that's probably what do you base that off though? Like why do you have Kobe?
Why do I have Kobe? Because I'm biased as hell. I ain't gonna lie when it comes to Kobe. I'm biased as hell, but yeah, what's up to him, man? You back again?
Did you just sit here and say you have Kobe top 5?
Yeah, and I just sat here and told you I'm biased as hell when it comes to Kobe, man. But
That's
yeah,
not
I understand. I understand. Anyone who has Kobe
that's
top
not
5,
bias. That's delusion.
I know, but
it's
Twin
not,
Man, I know, but
it's not
Twin Man,
delusional
I'm
at
not
all.
dumb enough. I'm not dumb enough to say Kobe's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I give you that, but to
I'm
still
not
have
dumb
him top
enough to
5,
say I'm not dumb enough to say that he's better than Michael Jordan or he's
Twin
better
man.
than LeBron.
Why is it delusional?
Kobe is not top 5. He's not even
I
top
didn't say
10.
I didn't say that. I said why is it delusional? Why?
It's delusional because Kobe's body of work and his resume does not make him top 5.
Okay,
That's why.
based off what stats?
Based off he's not better than Shaq. Based off he's not better than Duncan. He's not better
Based
than
off
Elijah
what?
Hall.
Did you say stats? What statistical analytics of what?
How they played the game. What are you talking about?
Bro. This is and I got Sturdy said something about analytics, bro. I just want to let people know there's 2 types of data. There's quantitative data and there's something called qualitative data. A lot of you people always talk about quantitative data, just numbers and analytics and all that. That's only one side of data. The other side of data is qualitative data. How does it look? How does it feel? How does it taste? All of these things. When you watch Kobe, you feel something. Kobe's a joy to watch, bro. You don't.
When I watch Kobe, I feel about him the same way I feel about every other great players. I analyze every player based off of what they do on the court, it's not about my feelings. That's the problem with these conversations.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's qualitative data.
Your feelings when you actually have data, quantifiable data to show you how good that player was.
You see where you messed up again? There's 2 types of data. There's quantitative data and there's qualitative data. So you're just focused on quantitative data.
I am,
but you
because
don't.
that's how
Yeah,
you get.
no, it's
That's how you
not. You
build
have to
your
take. No,
that's how
it's
you
not.
build your
You have to
legacy
take
in the
both into
NBA.
account. Bro, it's not though. You have to take both into account. Okay, let me put it this way. What do you call it? I don't know what you call it in America for like your car test. In the UK, we call it MOT. What do you call it in America? Like you taking
When
your
you
car
say
for a
it's
test.
hard,
Yeah, so your
when you
car
take
goes through like a test or something. You see if it's good or not. And they tell you like, oh, it might need this fixing, it might need that fixing, X, Y, and Z.
I know what you're talking about.
So you take your car in for
Diagnostic.
MOT. Yeah, diagnostic. You take your car in for a diagnostic now. They give you the sheet back to say, all right, yeah, something's wrong with your car. This is wrong with your car. Let's say it's the catalytic converter. That's all he says. And he gives you some readings. That don't mean nothing, bro. But if he opens the hood and says, look, man, the catalytic converter is leaking here. It's got this smell from here, or it might not even be leaking, or it might go, oh yeah, it's got a funny smell. It's not really supposed to smell like this. It's supposed to have a diesel smell because your car's a diesel, but it's actually smelling like wheat. It's smelling like urine, so there's something wrong with it. That's qualitative data. Whereas when I gave you that sheet of paper, that was quantitative data. I gave you some numbers and readings and it was out. But qualitative data says, oh yeah.
But that paper you gave me still told me my Cadillac converter was jacked up, right? Then you look for
but
expert.
but it told you it was jacked up.
Expert, subject matter expert, who's the expert in that field to be able to go further in depth with the data, the initial data, to come to a foregone conclusion, correct?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you need both qualitative data and quantitative data.
I look at Tim Duncan's, so let's put this in a basketball sense. If I look at Tim Duncan's career and Kobe Bryant's career, I can sit here and say Kobe is the better scorer, but outside of that, Tim Duncan's the better player.
Okay, but I'd say it this way: when you go off quantitative data, Tim Duncan has the edge on Kobe. I won't deny that.
How?
No, Tim Duncan does. Okay, he's got. How can I say in terms of actually going to analytics, his impact on the game from PER, VORP, or is she talking about how many times he's gone to he never missed the playoff? When you're talking about
but hold on. Check me out, H. This is the problem with the other half of that data. That other half of the data
that's quantitative data, bro.
But
I'm going up the numbers.
I'm talking about but you said the not the quantitative, but the other type of data, the way it makes you feel, the way it looks, the taste, smell, touch, all that stuff you said. You're not wrong. I don't even disagree with you. I'm sitting here saying in a sports aspect, that's a problem because you'll have someone delusional who'll sit here and say, well, Isaiah Thomas is the GOAT.
Yeah, bro. But that's what I'm saying. You need
how Isaiah Thomas made him feel. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I said you need both. So, for instance,
hold up. Will you agree with me with this? Will you agree with this? That when it comes to that other half of the data, sometimes that they're using that other side of the data, they don't give a damn about what you can actually measure because of how that they're feeling.
I agree with that. But then I agree with the other side when you just go off statistical analytics, you forget all about actually how it looks, the amount of production it would like, what was the skill to generate the shot. You forget about, how can I say, for example, because I was doing this the other day because I had a debate about Tim Duncan and Kobe. People have this debate. When you look at the 2004 Olympics, why didn't they win? I sit there all the time. I think, why didn't they win? Tim Duncan was the best player. He had Larry Brown, who was the progenitor of Popovich. So you have him as the head coach, and you have your own coach as the assistant coach. This system's built for you to strive. Why didn't you win? Because Tim Duncan, not yet, but team. You said team chemistry. How do I measure team chemistry through numbers?
Well, actually, you can measure team chemistry through numbers. The way how assist to turnover ratio is a way for you to sit here and measure team chemistry, because if your turnovers are higher than your assists,
or close to your assists, that tells you your team isn't playing well as a team. Team PER. You can look at how many points that team scores. If you have a like that 2014 was gifted offensively, but again, if you have people who aren't willing to sacrifice, using that other side of that data that you're talking about, how they feel, everyone feels they needs to be in charge. Guess what? You're not gonna win. So there's ways of measuring.
So you do take it into account.
There's ways of measuring. There's ways of measuring through the numbers whether or not the team's chemistry is off or on.
But so you do take it into account then, because you use the term chemistry.
I'm sitting. So let me sit here and say this. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't, but at the same time, I understand how someone's feelings can mislead them.
I agree with that 100%.
When it comes to sports, the numbers are the numbers.
The numbers don't lie.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the leading scorer in the NBA for almost 30 years. Those are facts. It doesn't matter if you feel like Jordan was the best scorer ever. It doesn't matter if you feel like Wilt, because he averaged 50 points in a season, was the best scorer ever. By the numbers, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar until LeBron James came along had the record.
Yeah, but I don't think that determines if you're the best scorer.
Why not?
Okay, here's an example.
And I'm gonna tell you why I feel like being the all-time leading scorer makes you the best scorer ever.
Okay, here's an example.
It's not about. It's not a. It, so let's take the all-time leading scorer right now, LeBron James.
Yeah.
By the time Kareem was done with his career, what was he averaging?
He was averaging.
We're talking maybe 15 points.
Yeah.
Maybe 10,
maybe
15
12
points.
Yeah, 10.
Man,
Yeah.
LeBron James is giving you 25 points consistently for 21 seasons.
LeBron's 21
up there, bro. His career average is 27. Up there, bro. His career average is 27 for his career, but it's not about doing that for your career. It's about the consistency in which you do it. You see what I'm saying? So
now I can sit here and say
my feelings will sit here and make me sit here and say, well, this person averaged 30. They have to be the best scorer. Okay, what was their efficiency? What was their efficiency?
I'm gonna give you another analogy, bro. I'm gonna give you another analogy, bro.
Okay.
Say now, here's how can I say? I don't know, you're on the 100-meter sprint.
Right.
And you run 20, you go to 20 events for your whole career. Olympics, World Games, and what's it called? America games as well. You do that for your whole career. It totals up in 20. You have out of that, you only got the gold medal twice.
Right.
But you've got a lot of PERs, you've got a lot of you broke a lot of your own personal best records. You and also because they calculated all of the championships and Olympics you went to the most, so they calculated all of those points together, and you totaled the most points, like the heptathlon. Now another person comes, they've only been to 10 games, but every game they went to, they got gold. Who's the better runner?
It depends on who has the record. Because if we're talking about running,
you have the most. How can I say? You have the most points, man. Because when it comes to generating points, you have the most points.
If I have the less medals, but I still have the world record, I'm still the best runner, and I'm explaining to you how. Because I'm glad you went to track. You can be the most decorated track runner. You could be the most decorated runner, but you're not the fastest runner. Make sense? I can sit here and say, yes, I have more gold medals than you. Yes, I dominated my competition, but I got the goddamn record. You still ran slower than me. You've never caught me. So I can sit here and say, I'm the GOAT. I can sit here and say I'm better than you because yes, I went to less Olympics, but I still got the gold medals that I got.
and I have the world record that hasn't been touched. I can say I'm better than you. You're still slower than me.
Hey, Twin Man and H.
Yeah.
Moose has a question for both of y'all.
What's up?
Who put the ball in the basket the most?
I think it's LeBron.
Now, but to say that goes back to what Twin Man saying. But to me, that doesn't make you the better scorer because you put the ball. Okay, I use another example.
I think too much is put to PER. I think too much is put into PER. That's why we should be going by totals. Because if you're going by PER, so who had the best individual season scoring ever? It's Wilt.
Wilt, yeah, 50
Wilt.
Definitely.
He put up multiple 50-point seasons. You see what I'm saying? But Jordan passed him in total points. So are you going to sit here and say, because a lot of people like to argue PER for Jordan?
Bro, I don't argue just on
PER for Jordan.
I don't argue just on PER, bro. That's why I use the gold medal. That's why I use the gold medal analogy.
That's what I'm saying. People like to argue PER for Jordan, but Wilt put up monsters, way better seasons than Jordan.
Yeah,
averaging 40 and 50 a season. That's what I'm saying. So it's about. That's why I say you should go by the total. So if you want to go by the total,
I think that's flawed also though, because now you have a player, he plays 40 seasons, and he averaged 16.7 points or 17 points a game. He's gonna have the record. He's not the best scorer.
He would have to play 40 seasons to do it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's still got the record, even though it.
And let's be real,
even though it's 40 seasons, he's got the record, bro.
What's the likelihood of somebody playing 40 seasons, bro?
I'm just saying. I'm giving an example. I'm giving an example. Regardless, if it's true or not, he still played.
That's kind of a terrible example, though, because the likelihood of someone 40 seasons is damn near. It's impossible. I'll say it. It's impossible. It's hard to play. Hard to play.
We think that what LeBron was doing was impossible. Nothing's impossible, man.
Well, technically, it's not. I think Robert Parrish has played more than 20 years. Vince Carter's played more than 20 years. I think those are the only two now that I think about it.
I'm just giving an example. I'm just giving an example.
No, LeBron's rewriting the record on what it looks like to play this long and still be this elite. LeBron, if we're talking about strictly American players, LeBron's probably still top 5 in America for NBA players.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I don't deny that, bro.
Maybe even top 3.
I agree. I don't deny that. Top 3 is pushing it, but I agree.
I mean, that's the realm, and that's the book LeBron's rewriting. Because if you look at Vince Carter in his last season, they weren't putting up no numbers. If you look up Kareem, Robert Parrish, a lot of these players in their last season, they weren't able to actually produce. This man's still the anchor of an offense. Still a key piece of an offense that still has championship aspirations. So that's what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. When you use track, it's easy to sit here and can determine who's the GOAT track star.
That's why I use
Twin Man and H, real quick. I got a poll right now. Who's the best scorer? Kareem or LeBron? And then the other poll that I made earlier, it ended and it was who's better at a Kobe and Curry. 64% said Kobe, and then
the polls don't mean anything.
34% said Curry. But I get y'all, man. Y'all cooking right now, man. Y'all been cooking.
I know a lot of people have biases. You take everything. Go on, bro.
No. I'm gonna be real. If everything into you cannot put Curry over Kobe. You can't do it. You can't do it. If it's who's the better offensive player, Curry wins hands down. I'm being honest. If it's who's the most efficient player, Curry wins hands down. But if you're talking about player, and this is why I said we'll take it back to what we was talking about. Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is not an overall better player than Tim Duncan. He's not. He's just not.
So what do you sorry, go on, bro. You weren't finished going.
So Tim Duncan, we're talking overall offense, defense, and all the subsections that go underneath offense and defense. Tim Duncan's just better. But it's the feels, like you said, that comes into play that people are going to sit here and say Kobe Bryant's better than Tim Duncan. The feels come into play. That's what I'm saying. Feelings make people say delusional things. Because people get mad at me when I say Kobe's not top 10. He's not.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. But check this out though, Twin Man. I would argue and say that Kobe beat those Spurs teams with one or no All-Stars on his team.
Curry beat LeBron James. Is Curry a better basketball player than LeBron James?
But Kobe beat more 50-win teams, though.
Larry Bird owned Michael Jordan in the playoffs. He didn't get a game off of Larry Bird. Is Larry Bird a better player than Michael Jordan?
Nah.
Exactly. So we can't. That's what I'm saying. Like when people say LeBron James is better than Kobe Bryant, they go to their head-to-head matchups. I don't have to go to their head-to-head matchups.
You got to though, bro. You go look at the accolades. You go look at the stats. You go look at the head-to-head. Everything matters, huh?
But if you go to head-to-head matchups, Isaiah Thomas is better than Michael Jordan. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why
but look though, you got to use everything. But then when you bring in the accolades and the stats, Jordan's better. You get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but head-to-head matchups counts for little. If you're going to use everything else, a head-to-head matchup just means my team was better than your team. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the thing is, some teams that Kobe was playing, the Spurs shouldn't have beat the Lakers, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you're
like, who did Kobe have? There were some years that he was dragging a Smush Parker and all them other players against the Spurs.
Instances of NBA teams that shouldn't have gone as far as they've gone. The greatest player of all time, LeBron James, he shouldn't have went in 2007. He shouldn't have been there, and I believe in like 2018, 2015, when his players started getting hurt early in the playoffs, they shouldn't have made that finals. There's plenty of examples of players elevating their play and elevating their team's play to get them to where they need to go. But I can't use those instances of that person elevating their play to sit here and make a false outcome or a false conclusion to say this person's better than this person. Because then I would be lying.
I think that's a part of greatness, though. That's the thing. I class that as a part of greatness, as you say.
See, yeah. I get you, bro. I can't say the same about Duncan. He always had the same team, bro. He always had the same core around him. So I can't really say that. I can't really say that about Duncan, bro. And then he got a Kawhi, remember, at the end. Like, come on, bro. I can't say that.
So crazy. To H's point, absolutely goes to your greatness when you are able to elevate your team to a point to somewhere they're not even supposed to be. You're right. Does that elevate you over another player, though?
When you consistently do it, when you can, I think that's the thing. When people, I have two categories. I have better and greater. That's why I separate them, because being better and being great is not the same thing.
Michael Jordan.
What you say?
Is Larry Bird greater than Michael Jordan? Is Isaiah Thomas greater than Michael Jordan?
No, because there's so many other nuances what come into play with greatness.
But hold up.
And I'm not even talking about early in Jordan's career. I'm talking Jordan in 88, 89,
Mhm,
and 90.
mhm, mhm.
Jordan had a good team, and he should have been able to get them to the finals, but he lost. And we know why he
See, but
lost.
that's
Because
yeah,
he
yeah.
ran
He
those
weren't,
pits.
he lost because he weren't good enough, man.
Isaiah Thomas greater than Jordan because he was able to elevate his play and his teammates' play over those Bulls teams.
In that moment of time, he had the better team and he had the bigger impact. At
Y'all
that moment of time, he
see,
was the better, he was the greater player
don't
at that
think of
moment of time. At that moment
you
in time,
made
he
it seem
was.
like, but if you made it seem like if you play greater than someone or if you elevate higher than someone else
No,
in a
no,
moment
no.
of you're
No, no.
better
See
than
what
them.
you know. Listen to what I
Like,
said. I said consistently shown. You've took a vacuum instant, and I like that argument. I might steal it and use it against a Jordanite, or I might do it against a LeBronite. I might steal it now. You took a vacuum and made that the whole picture. I'm not saying that.
but hold up.
I'm talking about
Second,
if you go on, bro. Go on, bro.
but hold on. You said consistent. Didn't the
Mhm.
Pistons and Celtics consistently whoop Jordan's ass in the 80s? Like, let's be real here, bro. Like, am I wrong? Am I lying? Come on. That's what I'm saying. You working your way further and further into this
Nah,
quicksand. Because you
bro,
said
bro.
consistent.
When Jordan, here's an example of greatness. When Jordan finally got over the hump, consistency, determination, desire. When he finally got over, bro, it took a retirement, him saying, you know what, man, let me retire, to get him off.
But he got over the hump during the expansion era. That's why he got over the hump.
He
Didn't get over the hump. And he got over the hump.
no.
Hold up. He got over the hump in the expansion era. He got over the hump for rules changes. He got over the hump because motherfuckers started getting old. But when I'm talking about in the 80s,
Well,
in the
you
80s,
you do know Isaiah Thomas and Jordan. There's 2 years,
and they
bro. There's 2 years between Isaiah Thomas and Jordan. You know, there's a 2 year difference, like a 2-3 year difference.
I feel what you're saying, but hold up. Hey, hold up. Let's not forget this. The Bulls took a bunch of the bad boy Pistons players and put them on the Bulls.
Yo, that's how the game goes, bro. I hear you.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. But
then,
I need you to answer my question.
Twin man,
Michael Jordan, they consistently beat his ass.
Twin man. Didn't the Spurs do the same thing with the Lakers? Didn't the Spurs do the same thing with the Lakers? They took some of their players for their championship.
They kind of did.
Okay, then. All right. Okay. All right.
But
exactly, man. You know, that's how the game goes, bro.
I noticed you were going to answer my question, though.
Yo, because you already, you know, you're not answer. Yo, look, I ain't a Jordan guy. I ain't a LeBron guy.
I got your ass, man.
Yo, that's what I said. I give it you. Yo, I'm not a Jordan guy. I'm not a LeBron guy, and I'm not a Kobe guy. I don't like any of them. But yo, when it comes to the game of basketball, I think LeBron and Jordan are both super overrated. I'm not gonna lie, they're both super overrated.
I don't see how LeBron's overrated.
No, he's overrated, bro. But I won't even get into that. How? Because he played.
We gotta get to that.
He played. Okay, you know how he played with another man who was on his level, who had to take a back seat. He played with another man. Michael Jordan. What? Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Scottie Pippen went on Jordan.
A D Wade, right? D Wade.
D Wade's output was D Wade's output.
You mean Scottie Pippen? You mean Scottie Pippen, who was like top 5 in MVP voting a few years in a row?
Yeah, top 5 in MVP voting. I agree. Was he top 5 in output?
He didn't see. This is the problem you and a lot of people go to. You're not looking. You're looking at yes, he was. Yes, for what his skill set was, he was top 5. He didn't need to fill up the bucket,
but he had to do everything
I said
else.
I didn't say
He
that.
had
I
to
said top
clear-
5 in
He had
out.
to play
See,
lockdown
see,
defense.
see,
He had to rebound.
see what you've done. See
He
what
had
you've
to
done
clean
to
up
him, man.
Jordan's messes or when he blew assignments. There's plenty of things Scottie Pippen had to do. That's why he was 7-time All-NBA. That's why he made all those defensive teams. That's why he's a top 75 player.
Bro, I don't say Scottie Pippen ain't good. I think people, again, they decimate what Scottie Pippen is good, what Scottie Pippen done, and his value to the Bulls. I put it this way. In the first 3P, Jordan, for me, he was heads and shoulders above everyone else. In the second 3P, I look at it like, in the first 3P, it was Batman and Robin. And Batman was Batman, or it might have not even been Batman and Robin. More was Superman and Robin. In the second 3P, in the what you say?
Well, you agree with me on this. It is easy to be heads and shoulders above everyone else when you have the best team.
Bro.
I just need a yes or no. Because the 90s Bulls were the best team. It wasn't him. We saw him by himself. And that's 1-9 in the playoffs.
No, the 94, sorry, 95, 6 and 7 Bulls, or 6, 7, 8 Bulls, that was the best team. The 90, 91, and 92 was not the best team.
In the 90s, when he started winning championships.
Not the first part of the 90s, it was not the best team.
The best team.
Not in the first part of the 90s, bro.
Yes, he did.
No,
Jordan always had the best team.
Not in the first half. And the second part of the 90s, I ain't gonna deny that. The second part of the 90s was the best team.
I'll put it to you like this.
Go on, bro.
In the first three-peat, you have Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant. Is Steve Kerr there yet? Is Steve Kerr there?
No, it's Paxson now.
No, it's Paxson.
It's Paxson.
Is BJ there yet?
Nah.
BJ's there. BJ's there, I think.
Might be on the bench.
But he had the best team around him. Because guess what? You have the best individual defender. Hear me out. You had the best individual defender on your team in Scottie Pippen. You had one of the best offensive rebounders on your team in Horace Grant. You had one of the best shooters on your team in Paxton. And you had BJ coming off the bench, who's also one of the best shooters.
That is not that's what I'm saying. What you've done is now you've took Scottie Pippen and said, oh yeah, he was the best, like the best wing defender. He was a great wing defender.
Scottie Pippen like the best perimeter defender in the 90s. It's not even close. Okay. It's not even close. Scottie Pippen is the best individual perimeter defender in the 90s, period. Okay. He's the best defender to never win a defensive player of the year.
Okay. I'm not even gonna that's what I'm saying, because you're forgetting accounts like, for instance, Dennis Rodman was still in his youthful prime, who was also great perimeter defender.
Now to go to your second three-peat.
That's why I said that.
One of the best
listen to what I said.
Rebounding players. Yeah, you're right. But hold up.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Out, H.
Go on, bro.
But hold up. Horace Grant was one of the best offensive rebounders. One of the best rebounders in the game, actually, at that time.
It was all right. It was okay.
He leaves. He goes to the Magic, and you replace him with the best rebounder in the game at the time, in Dennis Rodman. Bro.
I said this.
So
how did you
not have the best?
What did I say? What did I say though? I said the second three-peat was OP. It was overboard. But I like what you done. How now the Wade conversation, you tried to shift that and try to square away from that and try to move away from that when we was talking about Wade.
Away from nothing. When LeBron James went to the Miami Heat, they hadn't been around and.
You still there?
Yeah, he's still there. He'll be back.
Oh man, even your phone or your device, man, even it that knew you were copying, man. It just chimed out, bro. When you look at the statistical outputs of the 2009-10 season, look at Wade's statistical outputs over the last 3 years. He's on par I'm not saying he's better. I'm not saying what's it called? He's heads and shoulders above LeBron. I'm saying he's in the same ballpark. You got two guys who literally are stat sheet stuffers, giving you at least 35 and 5, and you've teamed up with that guy. Then you've teamed up with another player who's giving you 25 and 10, who was cooking Dwight Howard in when they had the matchups. Because at the end of the day, people going like Chris Bosh was a power forward. No, he played power forward and center at Toronto, and people struggled against him because he was so quick. And he actually had a face-up game. People like, that's what I'm saying. People like to change the narratives, man. Like at the end of the day, I already said I'm a stand on business. Jordan and LeBron are both overrated because they both had a lot of help. They both had played on super teams. They both had, how can I say, generational players to play with them. That's what classes them as overrated. There's only one player I know out of all of them who I can say, yo, he actually ran away from that generational player, and that was Kobe. But the reason why people hate Kobe is for one reason only: the narrative against him. I don't like Kobe. I know my reasons why I don't like Kobe. I'll be 100%. When that case got bust, Kobe, I didn't like him. And then when he tried throwing shots Nate into the dirt, I didn't like Kobe. And I never did. And I never liked Kobe again. That I'll be real with it. That's the reason why you don't like Kobe. If Kobe didn't have the name dirt against him and the media didn't spin it, because Kobe weren't really pushed by the media, that's the only reason you don't like Kobe, because the media didn't make you like Kobe, because it was based on the hate because of the case. That's the reason. But when you actually look at his output from a guard player in the hardest era, he moved away from a generational center. And don't get me wrong, the pieces what he played with were very good. I'm not going to lie and say they weren't good. People try and say the pieces weren't good. The pieces were actually very good. But they weren't the level of other players' pieces. They weren't the level of a Jordan at his time, weren't the level of a LeBron at his time, weren't the level of a Steph Curry at his time. So, bro, that's why I'm talking about these men are overrated. They've had next level generational help to get them there. Whereas I say that Kobe didn't, bro. That Kobe's actually underrated. But I don't, like I said, as much as I don't like the guy, I have to say he actually was underrated, bro. The hate that's on this guy's name is actually different now.
You said Kobe
Well,
didn't play.
wait, swim in, real quick. Swim in, real quick. Honestly, H, I don't. Everything you're saying is a fact because, like I said earlier, there's only been 4 faces of the league, and that case and how he dealt with the sack situation went against that. But I honestly believe because of his untimely death, he became overrated. I agree with you. Before his death, he was a little underrated, but now people are doing too much. H, people are pretending like they had him top 3 in 2016 or prior, which they didn't. Like they lying.
Nah, they're lying, bro.
They won't just wasn't even top 15.
Hold on, swim in. We're not gonna do that either, because in 2016 there's multiple lists from major media outlets that had Kobe bare minimum top 12, bare minimum.
Yeah, you had somewhat have him 8, and you have somewhat had him like outside the top 10.
Yeah, it was between.
He's
like,
not lying, bro.
Yeah, Lamont did a study. Lamont did a stream on this already. And literally, you can do your whole homework on this. You can Google this. Google top 10 greatest players of all time, and then you do 2016, and then Google or any search engine you use will take you to the dated articles. Of that time, before 2016, Kobe was aiming from 8 to 12. It's only till he died he started going from 8 to 12 to like 9 to 5.
Kobe died
That's
and immediately went to.
Yo, bro, I agree with that. Go on to him, man. Go on, bro.
Go ahead.
Kobe passed away, and they immediately tried to put him in the GOAT debate. And you want to know who was the cheerleader for doing that? Shaq. Shaq started doing this.
Yeah, actually, Shaq was one of the main guys doing it.
Why is Kobe? You know, when you talk about the greatest of all time, why isn't Kobe in that conversation?
Because he wasn't good enough, Shaq. That's why.
Bro, you want me to be honest, though? This is just me, because I wanted to say this earlier on. Kobe's your favorite player's favorite player. That's a fact, bro. Kobe's your favorite player. That whole
That's
generation.
a fact.
That's a fact, bro. Kobe's your favorite player's favorite player. That whole generation from the 2000s. The way, like, from Steven Jackson, this was before Kobe was dead. Steven Jackson, Vince Carter, T-Mac, Durant, all of these men are like, nah, man, Kobe's a whole nother level of player. A whole nother level of player. It was only really ballers who I was hit, and I think it was Iverson as well. Iverson has one quote where he's saying people want to put LeBron over Kobe. I mean, over Jordan, but has he even passed Kobe? And people are like, what you on about? And saying, has he really passed Kobe? And this was when Kobe was still alive. He was saying this. Like, people forget this thing, and this is why I rate the 2000s. The 2000s era was like FIBA basketball, what you see now, before they started making a bit more changes. That from 2000, about 2000 to 2006-7 was about like FIBA basketball. It was real basketball. You could deal up man, no homo. You could defend guys properly. You can put your arm in what's it called in a man's back, take him out the paint. The 3-second rule, they weren't even pushing it that much like that, man. Like, people are saying that they were pushing it. They pushed it a bit, but they weren't pushing it that much. It's only when they really wanted to move away from Shaq, they started pushing the 3-second rule to kind of move Shaq out the game. But that was real basketball. And Kobe, also Duncan as well. I can't hate on Duncan, but they won in the hardest and the best era of basketball. That's why I rate it. That's why I rate these, man. And it's also, for me, the era of basketball Kobe played in. It was harder for a guard to dominate in that era because at the end of the day, the 3-point advancement hadn't come yet. Now the zone's kind of obsolete with this weak defense, and you can spread out the court, but then if I get in your shooting space, you might as well call the foul already. Back then, that didn't mean anything. Look how many times Raja Bell and Bruce Bowen have gone underneath Kobe's shot. Multiple times. Like, that was the hardest era of basketball. And for a guard, it was at the end of the day, it was a struggle. It weren't, you could actually zone up man now, and you got to rely on your shot. It's not like the one-on-one defense that Jordan had. And then also moving into the next era, it's not the space, it's not the space and pace that LeBron had. That was real basketball. Go on, bro. Sorry, I said a lot.
It's really hard for Kobe when you have literally the most dominant player ever. Like, literally.
But Twin Man, that's not his fault though, bro. He got drafted to the Lakers.
It's not. I'm not holding that against Kobe. I don't even hold it against Kobe in his rankings for playing with Shaq. I don't. When I look at the top 10 and I literally look at these players, how they play, their skill sets, what they can do on the court, Kobe's not better than them. I can't, like you said, I can't hold that against Kobe Bryant because he played with Shaq. But how hard was it to win those 3 championships when you have a Shaq?
Tell me the other guys on that team, bro.
But he showed you that he can lead a team though. Back to back.
He did.
Almost three-peated, Twin Man. Come on, man.
For real, man.
Almost, bro.
Check me out, SoKrazy. He had even after Shaq left, yes, he went through his growing pains, but they still went, because it's the Lakers, they're going to put a great team around their great talent. Kobe had the best team. Let's be real here. The team was crazy. I'm not going to act like it wasn't. It was a great team defensively and offensively.
Which one? 2000
after Shaq or before Shaq?
2008-9 Lakers. You're on about that team.
Yes, I'm talking about that team. I'm talking about what Gasol and them boys.
Yeah, no, it was a very good team. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't team. I'm not gonna say that.
Very good team.
Come on, man.
Was it a good team?
No, it was a very good team.
No. He said it was a very good team. He agrees with you, too, man.
Yeah, I think
I'm sitting here saying this. The 2000 was very defensive oriented. Let's go to the East. Who dominated the East in the early 2000s? The Pistons. The Pistons. They owned the East.
Nice too, man. You had the Nets.
Yeah. New Jersey went to a couple of finals, if I was
had
mistaken.
The Nets, and then you had
who dominated most of that decade? Thousands, bro.
Most of that decade for the East, I would say
it was bro.
the
It was the
Nets
Pistons.
and
Nah,
Detroit.
Not doing
Pistons only
that.
went to the. I think the Pistons only went to the finals twice. You know.
Yeah, they went to the
Twice.
finals twice.
The finals 5 times, 5 years straight.
Who?
That's
Who?
dominance.
Who did?
The Pistons.
In
Went
the
to the
2000
Eastern. You
hold
said
on,
the
hold on.
Eastern.
You said the
Oh.
Eastern Conference Finals, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
right.
okay.
About to say, man.
Yeah, I thought you was talking about like the finals, like who
Finals.
dominated. I was thinking the finals. I was adding the finals to that. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Bro, that's dominant. That's dominant. I don't care how you swing. That's dominant.
Okay,
That
man.
team.
I'd say the team what came out the East was dominance. I'd say that because you're representing the East. But I hear you. They're up there.
Listen, if
Yeah,
you know it's a
they were
foregone,
there.
hear me out. If you know it's a foregone conclusion, who's going to be one of the teams is going to be the Pistons. It's just who the Pistons is going to be play. Well, who the Pistons is going to play. I would call that dominance.
Okay.
Let's be real here. When Golden State was going on their run, and they started building their dynasty, it was a foregone conclusion. For example, when KD was on that team, we knew they were going to the finals, right? It's just
Yeah,
who
but
they
yeah.
were going to play in the Western Finals.
See what you've done to him, man. You've gone from the Eastern Conference analogy
No,
to
I was
now
just
final analogy.
I was just using them as an example.
Okay.
That's almost what
Got you there.
that's almost what the Pistons were to the. It was a foregone conclusion who was going to be in the conference finals.
Yeah. Hey, Twin
That's
Man.
all I'm saying.
Did you look, after Shaq left, right?
Right.
Did you think that Kobe was gonna get it done, him being the leader? Did you ever think that? Be honest, bro.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I thought I didn't think he would actually make another finals, but until I started seeing the moves the Lakers started to make, because in my opinion, he had too much Jordan in him. He wanted the shot chuck way too much. He needed and Phil's not there to rein that in. So I'm like, yo, they're not gonna do it. So as soon as he got Phil back, I was like, okay, Phil's gonna check his ego. They're gonna start running the offense again. And Phil, you have a coach the caliber of Phil Jackson there. They're gonna make moves and put a team around Kobe. So as soon as the Lakers got Phil Jackson back, I absolutely thought he could win another championship.
Okay. Now let's stop right there, right? Did you think he was gonna go back to back though?
Yes, they had the best team.
You're lying, Twin Man. You're lying.
I'm not lying. They had the best team.
They didn't have the best team, but that's all right.
No, I'm not saying the roster. I'm saying you're lying by saying that you thought that he would go back to back.
I didn't see any team in the West that could beat that Lakers team. I didn't see it. I was actually shocked Dallas beat them in 2011.
Yo, man, I was shocked, man. But that shows.
I never would have thought that Lakers team would have got swept. That's real shit. I didn't see that.
But this goes back to what Sturdy said at the beginning of the conversation, and Sturdy probably will jump in. That was the beginning of where people started valuing the 3-point shot. Dallas killed the Lakers on threes, killed them, and that showed where the 3-point shot can outbeat talent. So a lot of teams were trying to build talented teams of athleticism, ability, and all of that. But Dallas showed that the 3-point shot can neutralize any talent you have. And then they showed it against Miami as well. And that, for me, was the turning point. Obviously, the early inception was the Suns. But when Dallas did it, having a defensive-minded team and adding that 3-point shot, that was the turning point for me, where people started thinking, oh, yeah.
Can I say this real quick? I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously, I watched Kobe's pretty much his entire career, but my understanding of basketball at that time started around that time. I agree with Twin Man. I thought he could win back to back. Like, I really thought the only teams like from 08 until LeBron went to Miami, I thought the two teams that was going to win the championship between Boston and the Lakers. And the fact that KG got hurt, I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised, even in hindsight, that the Lakers won back to back because they weren't that good. The one thing, and I did research on Phil Jackson because I was preparing for a debate against Jalen. The one thing Phil Jackson don't get enough credit for in that coaching staff is how focused they made all those championship teams great defensive.
Exactly.
Like I don't know why in basketball it's like basketball is perceived from a casual fan base as like 70% offense, 30% defense. No other sport is like this.
The only
Defense is
coach,
go on, bro.
the
Go on,
only the only coach that was able to actually coach Kobe Bryant and in turn Michael Jordan was Phil Jackson. It seemed like that was the only coach that could get them to buy into an offense. So what was that offense around? That offense around them. That's why they were able to get to the offense, bro.
I'd say more with Kobe, definitely. Michael Jordan with I think I forgot the coach's name he had before that, but he just said ISO ball Jordan all day, every day. That got them.
That's why they lost.
Yeah, that got them to the Eastern Conference. But it got them to the Eastern Conference final. I think eventually Jordan would have got over the hump. I just don't think he would have had 6.
If they had stayed with the same coach, Jordan probably would have won maybe 2 championships in his entire career.
Yeah, that I agree. He would have had 2 or 3, but Phil got them to 6. Well,
what was that coach's name?
Oh, I forgot them. Doug Collins, man. That's his name.
Doug Collins, yes. But he loves Jordan though, bro. He's doing everything.
Yeah, man, because he's
like a yes man coach.
Nah, man, he's a Bob Knight disciple, man, and Bob Knight said Jordan's gonna be the best player of all time, so he's gonna love it.
See, this is another thing. Shout out to the GMs of those teams as well. Shout out to the GMs of the Bulls, the GM of the Bulls, and the GM of the Lakers. Because I believe Kobe had Jerry West and Jordan had the best GM ever in Jerry Krause.
Nah, that's Jerry West, bro.
Oh,
Jerry Krause is the best.
Jerry West,
bro, but he crashed down that damn organization, man.
Nah. Jerry Krause, it's a good thing.
He wanted all the attention, man.
Nah, man, it weren't nothing to do with that, man. It was to do with at the end of the day, you're not going to get to the finals.
He wanted his respect, bro.
Nah, man, it weren't to do with that, man. What happened was they wanted to trade. They wanted to trade Scottie Pippen.
Why though? Why?
Yeah, listen out, bro.
Yeah.
Listen out, bro. They wanted to trade Scottie Pippen for T-Mac.
Exactly.
When he was a high school player. They wanted to trade Scottie Pippen for T-Mac. And then Jordan said
That's
no.
So disrespectful, man.
Jordan said no, because what am I playing with this young kid for? And then basically they didn't resign Phil Jackson. So Jordan said, if you don't resign him, I'm gonna retire. And that's what happened. Remember,
but give me 2 seconds. You're acting like that move to get a young T-Mac was a terrible move. You're building for the future.
Bro, I didn't say it was a terrible move. I'm trying to get to the point.
Jordan felt like it was a terrible move.
No, I'm trying to get to the point where I think Jerry Krause was a good move. So you've got
the first three-peat. This is the tail end of the first three-peat, bro. You start building for the future. He already knows players are getting ready to start moving. Players are going to want to leave. Guess what? And players did leave. Who left? Forrest Grant.
Why you stealing my folder, man?
Let H finish his takes, man.
Nah, Twinman already stole my folder, man. You already done it, man. You see where it was going. It's all right. I just throw in 1 point as well, man. End of the day, all these old guys are earning a lot of money because they've won stuff, so you got to pay them. So, burn down the house, man. Burn down the house. Don't pay these guys. And I make all the money of Jordan for another 50 years. And never win again. And I'll have to pay all this money out. It's a win-win. That was great.
No way
I see what you're doing, H. Okay.
I disagree. I completely disagree. Say that trade goes through and they Scottie Pippen and you get a young T-Mac. You building up T-Mac in that system with Phil Jackson and Jordan. Why wouldn't they win again?
That's what they wanted, but Jordan was like, yeah, I'm going to mess up the party. That's what I'm saying. That didn't happen. So they switched and said, right, because now we can't do that move. We're tearing the whole house down.
They said they burning it and we're going to take your likeness, buddy.
Yeah, there
and
you go.
cash in.
Don't you remember the
I
quote
get
that
it. I get it. I get it, twin man. I ain't gonna lie. I get it.
Jerry Krause said this, man? Jordan was getting paid, I think, 100 times more than the second
Yeah.
highest earning player. I think he was on like 30 mil when
Yo,
he came back.
yeah, he was, bro. But at the
Yeah.
time, the 90s, though, they cashed in the early 2000s, late 90s, like the great players, like you mentioned, MJ, they cashed in on the late 90s.
Yeah, man. But what did Jerry Krause say when they paid? The owner, I forgot the owner of the
Mhm.
Bulls. He said, why am I bothered about paying Jordan 30 million when the man's making me 30 billion?
Facts,
Bro,
bro.
them man are still making money off Jordan right now to this day.
Yep.
Bulls number 23 jersey is still selling to this day, man.
To this
The
day, man, those shoes, the shoes still
bro,
selling to this day. And he
bro.
not even mad that he getting a smaller cut. He just getting M's.
Yeah,
That's
man.
turning into billions, man. I get it.
That's why I've got to give LeBron
Mhm.
props for his business acumen. Jordan was a company man and became a billionaire. What LeBron, I give him that. He created a whole network. He created his whole brand. He shaped his whole
entrepreneur.
narrative.
He brought that to
I
the
give him that.
NBA. He brought it to the NBA, man.
Yeah, I give him that.
Yeah, I got to give him his flowers when it comes to that, man. But H, you are cooking, just like Ace 30 said, man. You cooking.
That's cool, man. Twin Man's been cooking for a while, man.
I know Twin Man be cooking.
I've been trying to look for a rodeo partner for a while, man. Usually it's me and Sturdy now. I think I found
man.
I think I found one, man. I might have to get the debates back, man. I think I found one, man.
Hey, man, I'm telling y'all, man, I'm gonna bring y'all this like every other morning. If I could do it every morning, I will. Yeah, we've been cooking for 3 hours.
Do you debate?
He sounds like he
Not
debate
really.
for sure, cause man, every
He used to
panel
get
I
these
hear
debate
Twin Man
circuits, man.
on, he
I
on the
do.
big stage.
These people, when they debate, they're very disingenuous. They're very disingenuous in some of these debates. So I honestly don't do a lot of debates because I use common damn sense in some of my debates. A lot of these topics are just common sense and just people want to argue. I'm being real.
No, we all
Like,
comment. Go on, bro.
like H. Few days now, we've been talking about who is the real MVP of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Even though there was a whole criteria out, they had the MVP tracker since the Olympics started, and we saw who won it. You see what I'm saying? We saw who won it. People still wanted to argue, well, it should have been Steph Curry. I understood the sentiment of where it was coming from because we're used to the NBA. We're in the finals. One stellar performance can get you the finals MVP, right? But if they're going to use that notion of the finals MVP, why didn't they use that notion of the regular season MVP, where you have to be great for the entire year to get that? That's basically what the Olympics MVP was. You had to be great for the entire tournament, not one game. That's why I didn't even understand why there was an argument. Because if you're using the finals MVP logic, why couldn't you just use the regular season MVP logic? You see what I'm saying? So crazy.
I hear you, man.
I hear you.
For me, it's either or. But I look at it this way, man. Like when it came to the how can I say, when you talk about consistency through the whole season, like I'm from Europe, so I kind of I'm from the UK, so how we look at MVP is similar to how, like you said, regular season, but like how football is as well. Like a player can get man of the match and he didn't score a point, man. He just done his job. But he was so consistent at doing his job, he gets man of the match in a game of soccer or something. Whereas in the NBA, it's not to do with that. It's to do with, again, how much of an impact, or how much do you remember that performance? That's probably the best way. How much do you remember that performance? And Steph Curry had the most. You could remember his performance the most. It had the most dramatic effect, and plus it was in the biggest games. So I understand why they're saying he should be MVP. Me personally, I don't even care. It's a waste of an argument. LeBron won it. He won it, innit? Like, it is what it is. Like, what LeBron done from the beginning to the end of the tournament, you have to say it's a it's a testament to his greatness and his consistency.
Right.
But when you talk about, yeah, of course you have to say that. But when you talk about like what Steph like heroic, like me and Sturdy were talking about this just before. Every man loves a hero story. Everyone looks, oh, we had our backs against the wall, and then someone comes to save the day. Steph Curry played into the hero narrative role. Steph Curry fitted that narrative. And that's the narrative what's very pushed in basketball. Thanks to Mr. I forgot his name, man, the ex-commissioner, David Stern, where he created the hero role or the hero arc with Michael Jordan. Because that sells in basketball. And Steph Curry fitted that role for the USA. USA had the backs against the wall, and Steph Curry came to save the day. Good old America, red, white, and blue.
So H, you see this comment on the screen?
Yeah.
It says, until we define the criteria, it's just an opinion. What criteria are you talking about? 2 cents.
That's what I'm saying. FIBA, I keep on saying FIBA. The Olympics, they had a criteria. They were tracking it through the whole. NBA.
If you read the criteria, it was based off of every game. So just that one aspect right there, Steph Curry couldn't be MVP. Because if it was based off of every single Olympic game, group play and medal games, Curry can't be MVP because he didn't play well in 4 of the 6 games.
Yeah,
he just didn't.
He said the MVP criteria.
You talk about regular season, you talking about NBA or Olympics?
I believe he's talking about the Olympics.
Probably talking about both, though, to be fair, because the NBA don't really have a criteria.
Yo, y'all get them likes up, though, y'all. And subscribe, man. Hit the subscribe button, man.
I'm gonna give you a like, man. So crazy, I'll give you a like. I'll help the algorithm, man.
Yeah, it's so easy, man. Just hit the like button. That's it.
Yeah, man, I'll give you a like.
It's based off of your performance.
He said in general.
In general, okay. So, if we're talking regular, let's start with the Olympics. Then we'll go to the NBA MVP, which honestly, in my opinion, it's a little shady, and I don't like it anyway. But if we're looking at the Olympics, it was based off your performance for all 6 games. If it's based off of your performance for all 6 games, Steph Curry wouldn't have been MVP. Now, I've had a lot of dumb people. In other comment sections says, well, why wasn't Joker the MVP? Did Joker win the gold medal? No, he didn't. So that answers your question. So if we're looking at the regular season MVP, a lot of narrative is built off of the regular season MVP. Because let's keep it funky. Joker shouldn't have a couple of these MVPs. He shouldn't. He really shouldn't. I think he got his first one and he was the 6th seed, some stupid shit like that. So a lot of narrative is built into the MVP. That's why I don't like the regular season MVP. Based off of your performance for the season, but they usually give the MVP, the regular season MVP, for the most consistent player in the regular season.
Twin man, to be honest, bro, MVP, I just stopped even following it, bro. I stopped even following it. Because again, you stated with NBA MVP, it's all to do with what the NBA want to push as a narrative for that year, man. So whatever they want to shape, whatever they want to shape to generate value, they do it. So that's all it is. Right now, it's building the international market, so they're gonna push international players for MVP.
Shea should have won MVP.
What you say?
This last season, Shea should have won the MVP.
Yeah, he had the worst. He had the worst team. He had the worst team, and he got them to number 1 spot. I agree with that. I'm not gonna argue that.
Can I be real here? Jordan has how many regular season MVPs does Jordan have? He don't have 6. No, he has 5.
He has 5. Yeah.
He has 5.
Jordan arguably should have like 6 or 7 MVPs. LeBron James should honestly have about maybe 6 or 7 MVPs as well. But you just can't keep giving it to the same player every year in, year out. You can't do it. It's going to bring down the brand. You got to think if it's a foregone conclusion, if we're looking at the 80s and 90s, like we're talking after like we'll say 85, Jordan could have been MVP all the way up to 98. If we want to be real. Like, let's be real here. He really could have done that.
That's crazy.
Let's be real here. He could have did that. But like,
Yo, Twin Man, you're something else today, bro.
So let's be real. How appealing?
That was
that have
definitely
been?
a crazy take, but I
How
agree with that
but how
crazy take.
appealing would that have been to the viewers of basketball if Jordan would have won it from like 88 to 98?
Yo, I hear you,
People would have
bro.
watched basketball.
I hear you, bro.
Like you could argue LeBron James could have been after he won his first MVP. He could have won it every year that he made the finals. Every year that they made the finals on that 8P to go to the NBA finals, he could have been regular season MVP. But who wants to watch basketball when you know that player is going to get the MVP every year?
I agree.
If it's let's be real. If it's about the most valuable player, and we're talking in today's NBA, and we're talking about from LeBron James entered the league, who's been the most valuable player year in, year out since LeBron came into the league. Let's be real.
I agree, man.
Let's be real.
That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Same
I
thing with
agree.
Jordan.
I agree. But I still believe that Shea got robbed, man. He should have won
Shea
MVP.
Jay should have won it.
I don't care if he got robbed, though, man.
Yo, if y'all don't know, when I first started uploading on this channel, right, I had Shea being an MVP. Like, I called it way before he was even getting good. You know what I'm saying? But to see him get robbed like that, bro, that was sad, man. That was sad, bro. That team was at the bottom, bro. That's why they got checked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then rise to the crop #1 in the West.
The problem is though, is that because #1 was so close. Like there was a big margin between it. I'd understand people would say, like, yeah, he should be MVP, but because it was like one game in between first, second, and third. That's why they kind of robbed him. But also, reason why they robbed him is, I'll just be honest, man. Shea doesn't fit any of the narratives they want to push. He's international, but it's only across it's only down the road, really, man. It's not too far. Canada, America, the next door. So it's not like
but then H, then you got the #1 team in the East, right? And they don't even consider their best player an MVP candidate, which is crazy to me because they almost won like 70 games, right?
Who was the best? Who was the best player in the East?
You said who's the best player in the East?
Who was the best player in the East?
Before he got hurt, Joel Embiid.
It was Embiid.
Then after Embiid, who was it?
Jason Tatum.
It has to be Tatum.
Nah, bro. Not for me.
Who you think?
Actually, no, I take that back. Jalen Brunson.
Okay, there you go, Twin Man. Now I know you. Now
he said, "Now you cooking, man."
It was always.
Now you're cooking.
I thought you was look, man. You went up 2 points in my value, man. Yo, man, you know your stuff, man. I give it you, man. You talking the truth, man. You stand on business. I give you that, bro. That's who.
Yeah, but H though, you're not gonna take into the fact that Jason Tatum sacrificed and changed his game for the.
Who told you he sacrificed and changed his game, bro?
Huh?
Who told you he sacrificed and changed his game?
He did. His rebounding went up. His assist went up.
Bro, he started playing with better players, man. You got to do other stuff, man. Simple as.
Yeah, but are we gonna knock him for that though?
I'm not knocking him for that, but we're talking about on a year by. Go on, bro.
We aren't knocking him.
It's not y'all, but I'm just saying, like the media knocking him for that.
Look, man, the media have to knock him because at the end of the day, they need to push the overseas players. They can't push the American players.
He's not filling up the bucket. It's not flashy and eye appealing like Shea or Ja or you see what I'm saying? It's not. Yeah, he's not.
Or Brunson.
Like if
Brunson's a killer, man. Ooh, he's a killer.
If Jalen Brunson's name was bigger than what it is, he had a good chance of being MVP. Definitely. But he's not. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's be real here. him changing his game cost him an MVP, but won him a championship.
Mhm.
Let's be real here. It won him a championship, but it really cost him an MVP.
It did. Lamont said this, bro, on the live stream. He
I don't
said
think he
that.
changed. Sorry, though.
Yeah,
I don't
he
think
said.
he changed the game, but carry on.
He said, in the season, it was no, in the finals, it was Jaylen Brown who showed up, right? But in the season, it was Tatum.
Yep.
And I totally agree with that. But hey, man, it is what it is.
One of them.
We
Man.
got sturdy again.
Is he had the right look, man, and he was called? I don't know.
But Jalen Brunson though in New York brought that team fire again, bro. Everybody talking about the Knicks now.
I don't know why there's a problem with the NBA. I don't know why they don't push the New York market. Maybe because it's already big, so they don't push it.
It's already big.
It's already big.
There's no need. There's no need. It's going to get his attention whether it's trash or whether it's popping. It's going to get his attention regardless.
It's like the Cowboys, man.
But
it's like the Cowboys.
Let's not cap, bro. They Tatum, he's just not good enough to win an MVP in today's league. Let's not cap. Like, hold on. Let's not cap.
All right, man. I guess I'm tripping, and I guess it's one of my crazy takes, right?
All right. Listen. So crazy. Listen, bro. People think MVP means, if you play great, you're obligated to get it. No, there's other variables. 3 most important variables. 1, it is your performance, individual. Are you having a top 5 individual season as a player? Production-wise, impact-wise, is a top 5. Second thing is, of course, winning to some degree. Majority of MVPs who won more than 80%, their teams in the top 3 of their conference. Third thing is, most importantly, is narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've been saying
Here's the thing. Maybe Jason Tatum can one day have a top 5 individual season in comparison to his peers. But let's start with that one. Look what era he's in, bro. He's in the same era as Giannis, Joker, Luka, Embiid. Wemby's on the way, Ant is on the way.
Shay's here.
Shea is already here. These are guys that are already proven to have excellent individual regular seasons. So he has to contest with those 7 guys going for the next 5 years, bro.
I get you.
He has the winning. The Boston stay winning. Honestly, Jay Tatum's gonna be one of those players where, like, I'll be surprised in his career when Boston, outside of injury, get less than the 3rd season.
I'll be honest,
narrative. Hold on, but H, you gonna like this one. But the narrative, let's be honest, bro. Jason Tatum's story off the court isn't as interesting as the other 6 to 7 guys I just named.
Not at all.
Facts.
And it's crazy too because he's under one of the greatest pillars. But forget NBA, one of the greatest pillar franchises in sports, the Boston Celtics.
Facts.
But he does not garner the same attention off the court as an Anthony Edwards, as a Luka Doncic, not even as a Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about how articulate you. It's 2 things. People have to be extremely relatable to you, or people have to be in awe of you off the court.
Nope, not true, Sturdy. Joel Embiid won. So guess what?
No, because he had an exceptional regular season.
But he also
his team was top 3. His team was top 3 seed in the conference, and he had that narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of hate.
No hate, bro.
No. Hold on. Wasn't hate. It's actually people like an underdog story. People, you keep part of what led to him be one of the MVP in terms of narrative. The fact that he kept coming in second the prior 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm. And also to add on to that, Sturdy.
I think he hears you.
No, sturdy's talk. You're talking sturdy, but no sounds coming
No,
through.
you like it. You like it. I'm done. I was on mute.
Oh, I'm lagging. Okay. I'm a dip out and then I'll come back in.
But yeah, y'all been cooking, bro.
Yo, okay. Oh yeah, I was on the wrong thing. Yo, sorry, I was still on the YouTube one, man. Sorry, man. My bad.
No. So I
Right.
was gonna say, let me say this real quick. H.
Go on, bro.
Only thing I wish what happened just now. I wish True was here because True don't
God.
accept the truth when it comes to the Celtics.
Really don't. He really don't, bro.
And that's the real thing. So crazy is like I get what you're saying as a fan, but you gotta be honest. There's other factors that go into winning that award. And granted, from a team aspect, Tatum is going to place his mark. But from you know what it is so crazy? Those
What's
other
up?
7 guys I just named, they optimize something about their talent. There's something they have many gifts, many talents, but they optimize it more so than Tatum.
Okay, I see.
The
I
only
see.
one I could say is because Shay don't have no personality either, man. But he's a Kim Kardashian model, so
Crazy. I'm hitting you with this one. I'm hitting you with this one. So crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What's most likely to if both these teams are like top 2 in terms of seeding, in terms of winning? Both teams. I'm about to say. Which player you think had a higher chance will have a higher chance of winning MVP? Jason Tatum or Ja Morant?
It's gonna be Ja Morant.
Tatum is definitely better player than Ja. But why did you say Ja Morant?
Because people resonate more with Ja Morant. He got the hype, man. Not gonna lie. Even with all the all the things he's been doing, it's gonna be Ja. You seen how it was when he came back, man. Everybody
That's
was
why I
hype.
said like people
Everybody
want
was
that
hype.
underdog story. People want that
Right.
dude. Ja potentially. I don't think he can get exactly what he had prior to the incident, but I think he can still make a great comeback because winning just puts you in a better perspective to people. I'm being real with you.
Right.
He's
I'll
already
be
got the
honest.
game. So if his
I'm not
team
mad at
wins
that.
and he continue to produce the stats on top of that, bro, like that's what I'm trying to say. Is to wrap it all up, Jason Tatum just don't have those other things.
We got a question, y'all. We got a question right here. Can the Celtics win a chip with another player in Tatum's spot?
You know how many players, if you put in Jason Tatum's spot, they win, nigga?
Yeah, Luka definitely chip.
Luka definitely, LeBron definitely, KD. What
Yeah.
you saying?
Curry.
AD,
Curry.
KD would be unfair, man. KD would be.
That'll be unfair, bro.
Shea.
Oh, man.
Like my nigga, like niggas don't understand how talented that Boston Celtics team
Yo,
is.
how
bro.
about Jalen Brunson?
I ain't going that far.
No. Giannis is for sure.
Giannis,
I
like, bro, they're not gonna lose the game.
think Giannis might mess that up, you know. I'll be honest. I think Giannis
Hell
might mess.
no.
Hell
H,
no.
You give
man.
another Giannis with shooters and defenders, H? Are you insane?
Yo,
That's what he needs, H.
nah, yeah, that is what he needs, man. But sometimes, man, Giannis's decision making sometimes is...
because he's a bulldozer. That's
No,
why,
he's a way better, bro.
He's a
No one wants
bulldozer.
to miss. No. Giannis is believe it or not, is a better passer than Jason Tatum. He's a better playmaker than Jason
Oh yeah,
Tatum.
he's a better passer than Jason Tatum, but Jason Tatum, he can't break guys off the dribble like Jason did. But then when you can drive to the rack like he
You
can,
get to the hoop anytime you
about to
want.
say, man, you're right, man.
3 steps, man. That's all he needs.
H, where the help gonna come from? They playing 5 out, H. Where the help gonna come from?
That's true. You ain't lying.
Come
on,
on,
big
bro.
NBA courts as well, man. You ain't lying there, man.
You know how many goddamn players you replace Jason Tatum with this Boston Celtics team? Like, of course they win.
Give Zion Williams that team, man. You'll see something, man.
Yo, he's asking us another question. He said, Jeremy Grant and OG, man, in Tatum.
2 cents is taking a bit.
Nah.
2 cents is too far.
No. They can still probably get to the conference finals, though.
I have to say they get to the conference finals, though. I was going to say that. Yo. But all jokes aside, I've got either Luka or Tatum winning MVP next year. This
Luca,
upcoming season,
Hold on,
honestly, H, you
Luca.
gotta put Shea. You gotta put Shea in the conversation. H.
they ain't winning it, bro.
You
Yo,
gotta put. All right,
I
They
got
ain't winning it,
Luca.
bro.
I got Luca, Shea, and I don't know about the third one just yet, but I'm gonna have it ready for y'all.
I got Tatum
I
and
got,
Luka, man. That's it,
bro.
man. I can't
You
see
keep
Shea winning
thinking
it.
Tatum. You keep thinking Tatum gonna win it if you believe.
Yo,
You keep thinking that shit.
you always got the
You
chip,
keep thinking.
man. He's got the chip now. The media will
No,
they're showing grace now. They're
no, because
overhyped what he does now. They're overhyped what
you
he
know,
does.
no. You know how? Because a better player, more impact player, more marketable player like Giannis had a better season after the Bucks won, and they ain't give him that shit either.
Yeah, man, because they gave him the two before, man. They gave him the two before.
No, exactly. He had a better season, and they still didn't give it to him. So what the fuck, Jason Tatum going to do against more competition for that award?
Yo, man, this is just my theory, man. This is my
I
theory.
guarantee, I guarantee, if Wemby somehow get the Spurs, say like a top 8 contention, he'll get more MVP votes than Tatum.
I'll be honest, man. Wemby's good, but I don't understand. I understand why the NBA are pushing him, but it's
You
a
know
bit.
exactly why they pushing. You
I
know
know why
exactly
they're
why.
pushing
We
him,
ain't
but
playing these games. We ain't
I
playing these
know
games.
why they're pushing him, but the game don't match why they're pushing him. I'll be honest, man. The game
Shit,
don't
not
match.
yet.
Yo,
Not yet.
H. He's next in line. H.
No, yeah, they want to make him next in line, man. That's what it
Yeah,
is. They
he's
want to
No,
next
make him.
in
wait, hold on.
line.
Nah,
I watched. Yeah, go,
H throwing
bro.
subliminals. What you mean they trying to make him? What you mean he not next in line? What you
Yo,
talking about?
I'm not trying to get so crazy. His channel shut down, man. So
Hey, we
He
got to
on that
stream
BS,
every
bro.
other morning, man.
He on that
Chill,
BS, man.
chill, man.
I just
Bro,
put in
Wimby the
that they want
next
to make
bro,
him next in
Wimby,
line,
Wimby
man.
the next one up,
Bro,
bro. I don't
Yo,
know what to tell you.
they put it this way, man. Europe is a 75% of the NBA market, man. They need that money. Case closed, man. I'm leave it like that.
Listen, and you saw the rollout for his shoe, bro.
That shoe is,
Bro,
the alien shoe. You seen it,
they did on the Eclipse.
yeah, man.
bro?
When
On
I see
minute restrictions, H. He
when
had
I
a
see
great
that
season.
75% of the viewership of the NBA is from Europe, I said, you know what? They better change their business model, and they're doing it right now, man.
Yeah, if you go by televised games, but like majority of Americans now they streaming NBA games.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
So they
Yeah,
don't know how to quantify that because there's too many sources where you can stream it from.
mm.
yeah.
But trust me, like don't
Yeah,
people are watching the NBA way more than they did in the 90s. Way more.
100%.
mm. Okay.
When
Man,
I'm,
Wemby the next
I want
one,
to see
bro.
his, I want to see
Wemby
his
is
Tatum's
development.
definitely
not
gonna be
that
the
guy.
next one.
He's just not that guy.
Nah, Tatum's got it in for this year, man. I'll give it him, man. He's got a chance, man.
Okay.
He'll be better. But like he's just not that guy, bro. H, like you know it more than anything. Is Tatum a top 5 talent in the league?
Bro, man. Look, man, I'm trying to be a
I'm
true
not
good
gonna
guy.
lie. The
I
names
asked you a
that you
simple
named,
question. H.
sturdy.
Hey, you can say either you can answer it or say I don't want to answer the question.
Yo, I plead the
Is,
fifth, man. No comment, man. I plead the fifth,
all
man.
Bro,
right,
I'm
cool.
not gonna
Is
lie.
hold on.
The names that you
Is Tatum?
named,
Hold on. Let's go into H market. Is Tatum a top 5 marketable player in the league?
Look, man. I plead the fifth, bro. I'm not. Yo, I'm trying to not diss the kid, man. I'm trying to be
I
on
feel
true good
y'all, man.
side, man.
What you
But
mean? Facts not disrespectful.
I'll just put it this
Facts
way,
are not
bro.
disrespectful.
I'll put it this way. He's a shooter, but he's not the best shooter. He's a dribbler, but he's not the best dribbler. He's a rebounder, but he's not the best rebounder. He's a defender, but not the best defender. He looks like Drake, but he's not marketable. So I don't know what to do with the guy, man. But the NBA will find something to do with him, man. They'll find something.
Yeah, they'll find it.
They'll find
But
something.
y'all gonna be available later on?
How late's late,
Yeah,
man?
it depends how
Because I
late.
gotta take a nap, man. We've been going almost for 4 hours, man.
What
I ain't
time?
go to
Oh
sleep.
man,
I
this is
ain't go to
baby
sleep
steps.
since
This is
after
What?
work.
baby steps, bro. This is
Yeah,
baby
this baby
steps, man.
said you right.
One of these streams, man, it's gonna be
We gonna
24
get there
hours.
sturdy. We gonna get there, man.
One of them
What time
streams
is
gonna
it,
be
man?
24 hours, man.
What time is it in
Man,
stateside? What time is it?
it's about to be
On
1 o'clock. Yeah,
at Eastern,
where I'm at.
Eastern right now is 1:30.
Central time, yeah.
Okay, man. Yeah, man. I
But
need to
yeah,
take. I was supposed
I
to take a
told
trip.
y'all, man, we gonna do this. We gonna do this, man.
I was gonna take a trip
Y'all
to
were
New York in
cooking, dog.
September, man. I was gonna come in. I was gonna come to New York in September. I wanted to see some family, but that's cancelled now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, man. We talked about it all today, man.
of course, man.
Mhm.
And y'all was cooking, each and every one of y'all, bro.
You know, bro. You know how many times we changed so crazy mind, bro. You like, I see it like this,
Nah,
but
y'all didn't change my mind.
damn.
I thought I stood tall, man. I ain't staying tall, sturdy.
Man. At
Hey,
first,
whatever,
I
whatever
won't
make you
lie,
feel
man.
I
better.
said I stood tall on the Kobe tape,
I
baby.
won't
That's
lie,
my
bro.
Kobe tape,
guy,
yeah.
man.
Bro, you came in 6'8", man.
I think only on the Tatum part is where you really had a case right there. The
Man,
Tatum
you
part.
changed on a lot of stuff, man. You changed on the
Like what,
Curry,
H? Say
you
it.
changed on the Curry,
Say it,
you
H.
changed
Go
on the
ahead.
Tatum.
No.
Even
The Curry thing, I still had magic, man. I stood tall on that, man. I let y'all cook, man.
man, you was
I
changing.
let them cook, man. Nah, I think you need to rewind it back, H.
Nah, man. You know what happens when I notice, man. When the energy's going one way, you sway with the energy going in the majority, man. And you hold on your own.
This guy H, bro, crazy.
No,
Oh,
H, what he
Oh
do? H, what
man.
he do? Like he don't do that per se, but he fades into the bushes. You know what I mean? Like he's not gonna be as
No, it
loud
ain't
when it comes
leading
to
to
a
the
stand
bushes 30.
when they get a little rocky. You know what I mean? He's just gonna like, all
Nah,
right, I'm gonna let y'all.
that's
I'm gonna let
crazy,
y'all
bro.
speak.
did you
No,
notice earlier? Did you
this
notice
is what it is right here.
as soon as everyone came offline, I asked him the question. Well, where you got Kobe, man? I got him all comfortable. I said, where you got Kobe, man? And then he went top 5. I was like, okay, got you, bro.
But that's me though, bro. I got Kobe up there, man. But it's all good.
Yeah, definitely. You got Kobe top 5. I would debate him to be top 5. I don't have him top 5 though.
Yeah.
I think I've got him out. I think I've got him outside, man. I think I've got him outside.
Man, just keep it honest. If you got Kobe
That's
top
fine.
5, just say it's how you feel, bro. That's all.
I
That's all.
Bro, he said
didn't I
that,
say
bro. He
that?
said
Didn't
that. He
I
said
say
Kobe
that,
made him
Sturdy?
feel. He said
Didn't I
Kobe
say
made
that,
him feel.
Sturdy?
You did say that. You said
I
Kobe made him
said
feel.
I'm
No.
biased
Well,
as hell when it
you
comes
got
to
Shaq
Kobe.
above Kobe?
I admitted that.
Who,
What do you
me?
have, Shaq? No, I'm talking about
Shaq,
SoKraZy.
I got Shaq in like he's in the bottom top 10.
You got him below Kobe? All right, bro. See, it's all good. It's just feelings.
Hold on.
It's all good.
You said what, Sturdy?
It's all feelings, bro. Like if you got him below Kobe, I get it. Just say that, man. This is like
Yeah,
Kobe make
bro,
you feel
but
good.
like coming in
Shaq is
before y'all
too
even got on
big,
the
he's too
panel,
strong.
and he came up and asked me that question. I said I'm biased as hell when it comes to Kobe. I did say that.
Yo, man.
So technically, you didn't get me to move anything. I'll agree with the Tatum thing, but yeah, man.
Yo, you was
Salute
flip
to both
flopping
of y'all.
when Twin Man heard that, and Twin Man had you on the back foot
Nah,
playing
he ain't
defense.
have
Nah,
nobody
he
on
was
his
on.
back because he's been there.
He had to
He's
play
been
defense.
there, man,
Twin
bro.
Man was
But
trying to
Twin
hit.
man,
y'all
Twin
are
man,
Twin Man
cool,
with
man.
one of those
haymakers,
dudes.
bro.
Like you gotta stand your ground. Nah, H, you can't let Twin man hold the center of the ring. Nah, you gotta stand the ground. You gotta give some respect.
Like I said, I was boxing with. At first, I was playing with Twin Man. I was playing a bit. I was thinking, let's see what. I'm thinking, oh, you actually know your stuff. Oh, I gotta actually be serious now.
Yeah, he
Nah,
comes in,
H,
passionate, so you
nah.
thinking like, oh, he don't
Sturdy,
know nothing, but then
you're not
he hit
giving
you with a
them
rebuttal.
I know you ain't giving H a pass, bro. He saluted Twin Man while Twin Man was cooking. Come on,
Nah, H
bro.
was H was respectful like that. No,
Come on,
H, no
bro.
matter what, whether he
Yeah.
agree, disagree, he always give people their just due,
Oh
no
yeah,
matter
for
what.
sure, for sure.
Yo,
That's
I
one thing.
if
understand.
you're talking, like I said,
My guy, 2 cents, man.
that's why I like speaking with
Salute.
Sturdy, Casual, and some other guys, man. Like I got my favorites, but I'm very neutral on this, man. Yo, so whatever
I
you say, man,
appreciate Twin.
it is what it is.
I appreciate you, 2 cents. That's my guy right there, man.
I said, whoever got Joshua or Dubois? That's a hard question, 2 cents, man. But
Oh, yo, hold on, H, I got one for you. Next time you see Twin Man, because last stream he said this, right?
Mm.
Who is better, Hagler or Triple G?
who did he say?
No. Who he said Triple G watches Hagler.
Oh my
Oh
days.
yeah, he did. He
Oh
said
my.
it. He said it
Oh.
live. He said it live.
Oh my days, man.
But yeah, y'all, bro, your boy got to shut this one, bro.
That's how you leave with a cliffhanger. So crazy. That's how you do it.
Yeah. Hey, salute to y'all though, man.
Well, salute to you,
For
man.
real,
You need to
No
get some
problem,
for
sleep,
real.
man.
Yeah, I do got to get some sleep, man. But
man. Got
just
his
like
got his
Sturdy
watch time
said,
hours.
just
Got
like
his attention.
just like Sturdy said, man, baby steps, man.
Yeah,
Baby
He
man.
said
Just
steps.
this ain't this ain't he said 4 hours ain't nothing, man. If you
yo,
can't
man. Big
stand
Big
tall in
Ox
the
was
8 hour stream,
Big Ox done a
you ain't
48-hour
nothing.
stream, man.
You said who did that?
Big Ox, man. When he first started out, man, he done 24 hours back to back, man.
Dang, 24?
Yeah, man. But
Woo!
now, look, all you need to do, bro, is just find your niche in it. Like Big Ox
Yeah,
now.
yeah, 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 bro. Big shout out to Big Ox, man. He found
Yeah,
his niche with the Ox Court,
yeah,
man, and it's blowing up, and I love it, man. I love to
yeah,
see. I love to see, like, you know how when you watch a channel and it's small, and then all of a sudden they find their niche and they blowing up, bro. That's beautiful to see, man.
yeah.
For real.
And it fits his personality, man, because Ox is a real one, man.
Yeah, he is, man. With that Ox Court, man, it's going crazy right now, man.
That's you know why it's good though as well?
What's up?
Is because anyway, we talk about it off stream, man. We talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, yeah. We'll
So,
talk about it another time, man.
yeah, yeah.
Salute to you, H. I appreciate you, Sturdy.
Salute.
Everyone that came up, man. Twin Man, all of y'all, man. We cooked on the topics, man. You know, the Kobe versus Steph. Is Steph better than Kobe if he wins a ring? And then we talked about the Curry and Magic debate. Yeah, we talked about it all, man. I let them brothers cook. But yeah, man. We out, man. We out. I'll see y'all next time. Salute, peace, and love, man.